Hello. I'm still in the Try Guys
Hello.
world. I haven't updated.
That's okay. They're still in the Try Guys world.
Oh my God. They're over it, apparently. They're capitalized. The remaining Try Guys, they are trying to capitalize, in my opinion.
Well, I mean,
Might as well.
could we even expect anything else? Like,
They are influencers or
they are
creators.
indeed. Well, I mean, what's the difference? Because that's something that I've been thinking about. Is it that we consider influencers to be the OG creators? Is that what it is? Because that's how I think about it.
Mm,
Or the creators who are creating about life, their own life, like vloggers and just
yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I think creators are somebody who makes a video or puts some sort of like storytelling into it. But I guess I mean, maybe it's like everyone that makes content's a creator, but only some are influencers. Like one of those distinctions.
whoa.
Like everyone's
Very
human, but not
nice.
everyone is something. I don't know. Different
Yeah, yeah.
umbrellas.
Agreed. I think of it like, if the content is this is me and this is my life, that's an influencer. If the
Okay.
content is anything else, then that's a researcher type person. Like if you're reporting on his or like you're talking about historical events and you're
Yeah.
just
Like
posting
us.
like exactly like very intellectual content here.
Yeah, when I always make jokes about like when the judge reviews this footage, I try to like leave messages that make me look smart or look good. So like if it's ever played in court, like for some sort of, defamation lawsuit or something, it's like, yes, so Your Honor, I would like to say, and I try to like make little jokes about it in case, because I am such a researcher. I'm just kidding. But I mean, I guess we are researchers in a way,
We
not a
are.
professional sense, but
We don't go and look into libraries, but we do use Google,
I do
you know.
Google. I mean, people have
So
made entire millions of dollars using the Google search bar, so,
absolutely.
of course.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's cold here. I woke up late as per usual, and it's freezing in the house. So this is like my warm sweater, my warm house sweater.
Maybe it's like here. Oh, how
Probably.
crazy would that be?
It's 50 something. It dropped 25 degrees since I went to sleep, which is a
50.
significant. It's
That's
53.
10. Oh my God, it's colder than here. No
Really?
way. Oh
Yeah, we had a
my.
cold front.
Okay, so we've got 12 degrees now and you have 10.
Eek. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't
Eek.
want to get out of bed.
Well,
It's
this is
frozen.
life here. This is summer for
Oh
me.
gosh. Oh golly.
Yeah, I have no idea how people get out of bed in England.
I don't know how
It's
people, yeah.
beyond me.
I live in like the warmest part of the country, basically, other than California, and it's still hard. So
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone else does it.
But if a judge is watching this,
Yes,
just so you know, it's cold, so you
it's
should
very cold.
appreciate
Feel
that we're
bad
out.
for me, please. Maybe we can touch on that too a little bit. So today's show, touch on meaning defamation and lawsuits and cease and desist a little bit, because some of our fellow creators slash potentially influencers, I don't know, that are in the anti-MLM space are getting sort of caught up in, or at least one is getting caught up in cease and desists. And it's sort of interesting. I haven't followed it I don't know if you followed it super close, Cam, but, and I haven't at all, but I know the basics of the situation is, and you probably know more about Cece Suarez.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, I don't know really a lot because obviously this is kind of like a private thing. She hasn't yet like spoken in detail about it because she's like in the midst of it. So I'm assuming at this point it's pretty important to just kind of stay quiet, not like what I did. So, you
What did
know,
you do? If you don't
well,
want to
I
talk about
didn't
it.
stay quiet. I was like, I will not be silenced, and you know.
Yeah.
But thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Dave, hi.
Welcome, Dave. Dave says, "This is Dave. This is from Cam, okay?
I love you.
And Cam, this is from Dave.
I love you too.
Oh, Well, he does love the Beetlejuice. I know he's criticized us. I know we criticize him, but I know there's like a mutual love there for sure, or
Yes.
or mutual hatred. I don't know.
Yes. Yes. And we have mutual non-hatred for Dave Kelly.
Oh
For the
yeah,
record.
Dave Kelly much better than Dave Hollis.
Yes. And Dave Kelly is never
Being a dick.
that's my Dave Hollis.
They are just the gifts that keeps on giving. I swear to God.
I didn't add the new ones yet, but there are some interesting new ones from Rachel Hollis's latest podcast about her her shaving her bikini
Pubes.
line, her pubes. Yeah, let's just go right into it. Yeah.
I
you
saw
listen?
some of it, about 2 hours of it, and it couldn't. It was making me angry. It was making me angry. I was getting like, oh my God, this is fucking off. I think the part with the hormones, like that part, I was just like, oh no. I
Yeah.
just, I guess I'm not a fan anymore of Rach.
Aw, that's so sad.
I know.
My heart's broken for you. Ooh, shit. She lost a fan. Oh no. Do you still like Kim Kardashian? Are you a Kim Kardashian fan still?
Well,
That's the real question.
Kimmy, I mean, I'm not sure I would use the word fan per se. Just obsessive hater.
Observer. Yeah.
I think she would call me a hater for sure. I have, I mean, was she to ever come across my content, which she would never, but she would probably think, oh my God, these people are criticizing me and I'm just so perfect. I don't know what's going on.
I love whenever it's someone who's like criticizing, usually it's a bigger person that's like criticizing a smaller creator. It's like, oh, get a life, like, oh, they have nothing better to do than criticize. It's like, honestly, no. And that's probably because I have no money to spend thanks to people like you. So this is actually your own fault. No, not really, but sort of.
Well, I mean, they are propagating a system that works in their benefit. Why would they ever change it when they're making so much money and paying so little in their factories in China? I mean,
exactly. Do you okay, so this is totally not off topic. It's not, but it's in the realm of paying and not paying. How you've ever seen like a Tony Robbins conference? You know how many people go to those? Like thousands of people go, like pretty much to every single one of them, and they cost thousands of dollars to go to. Do you know that a lot of his like the people who work these events are fucking volunteers? I did not know that until recently. And to qualify to be a volunteer, you have to have already attended an event that costs thousands of dollars. And there's all these rules about it. It's like crazy. I'm going to do a video, or maybe we can do something too in addition. But like, I am not surprised, but I was like, wait, how the fuck is this legal?
I don't know how that is legal, but that is what Rachel wanted to do too, isn't it?
Yeah, she put a call out for volunteers for her Rage Talk Live, and then the next day said, oh, actually the venues don't allow it, so never mind. I was like, okay.
Oh, the stupid venues.
Wouldn't you check with them first? But she said all of the people who are working for her right now in this event, this current live event, are friends or family.
I mean, this is very much not even surprising because frankly, who would work for her at this point? Yeah, but also with Tony Robbins and stuff, and Rachel too, but it's so hypocritical because they just kind of go on stage and they talk so much crap about like, think big and, think abundantly, manifest money. And it's like, well, aren't these people being volunteers manifesting a salary from you? Like, what's going on?
No, that's the biggest irony of it all. And when I was doing video production for like these types of things for a little bit, like behind the scenes, a lot of volunteers, a lot of people who are I was making like nothing doing it, flying out to different venues and paying for a hotel, and nothing was put up front. And they're very stingy. They would go back and forth and haggle with you about pricing and, oh, can you not add a title because it's $5 cheaper? But then on stage would say like, charge your worth, know your value, the right people on the right time will be there, and you know, God will provide and the universe will provide you. And I'm like trying to tell this guy like, hey, I would like $5. And he's like, absolutely not. And he's like the one up there saying this stuff. So
You didn't manifest hard enough by asking.
yeah.
You should have just stolen it from him. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because I woman-fested. My plan of action was like, get out of there as soon as possible. Like, finish the project and get the fuck out. Like, that's when I realized what I was in. I'm like, ugh.
I respect that you finished the project. I don't think I would have been able to even do that. Thank you, Thule Unruly.
Truly unruly. Thank you.
That's so funny.
They say, g'day. I should be asleep, but this live is giving me life.
Yes. Good morning,
Giving
everyone.
me life.
I do like that. I would like it if it was in the morning for me, but I'm afraid that might be like 3 a.m. for you guys. So
True.
it's never gonna happen. But I do like that you guys are waking up with us. I feel like it's me and Kayla. It's now like Rach and Dave doing the morning show.
I kind of like it. Like, if I could get out of bed a little faster today and, like, you know, have my clothes ready so I could get out of the coldness, or get into the coldness, I think this would be fun. It would be like a nice morning, like, okay, like, well, I guess I wouldn't want to steal Savvy and our Kay's idea, but I think they're onto something with the morning. I think morning shows, there's something there.
Yes,
some benefit.
absolutely. I love it. Yes, Cece got a cease and desist from Monet, and she's talked about it like a couple times. I think she's actually live now because I just watched like before going.
I think she's
live
got. I think
ourselves.
this one. I pulled this up. I think this is like a her talking about it. I think. Do you know by chance if this one is one of them?
I'm not sure.
It just says important update. I'm pretty sure, but let's check.
Okay. If you're catching the replay, that's what people on Instagram say, right? Drop a 69 in the chat. Anyways, I'm just kidding. But I have probably horrible signal in here, don't I? Let me check real quick. I'm good. Okay. All right. So
Get to it,
probably
Cece.
inappropriate for me to go live while I'm at the gym, but it's fine. No one's in here. Don't you worry. So one thing that I want to share with y'all is that, hi, Christina, is you can hear me. Okay, good. Okay, so one thing I want to share with y'all, I don't know if you saw it on your Instagram, but you know, this is my main platform, so I wanted to share it over here. Angelique has quit Q Sciences. I have been talking to her.
Damn it! God damn it! Okay, well, let's check out her live.
Yeah.
Can I go back?
I wanted to. Oh, yeah. Y'all can hear me, right? JD and Naomi and oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people. You getting comfy? Wait. Hello.
Okay.
Oh, you can. Okay, good. So I just had my coffee. I say just. I finished it at like 4 a.m.
I'm sorry. I like her too, but
Okay.
get to it. Get to it.
It's all good. But
It's my fault for not watching this earlier.
It's okay. I think
Live.
it's just
Like I said, though, I've been a week.
I think she's like very relaxed because she does lives all the time, and I
She's
don't think
chilling.
it's not like a proper video, if that makes sense. And I think it's probably best for her not to make a proper video about it at the moment.
Yeah.
And just kind of like go through with once this is done. Probably she'll be able to explain a bit more what happened. But at this point, what we know is she got a 24-page long cease and desist from Monet. There are apparently 3 videos that they are asking her to take down,
Here it is.
and she has been given 5 days, I think, or 7 days, but she received it on a Friday night. So basically, if you take out the weekend, that's 5 days. Like, she has until the next Friday or something. So this Friday she has to give them. She has to take down the videos or whatever, and if not, they're threatening a lawsuit. So it's pretty intense. I was there, and I thought they were bluffing completely, and they didn't bluff. So
Well, you're different though, because you were in the UK, right, when that was happening, or in Scotland?
Yes, I was in Scotland. Yeah.
The rules might be different there when it comes to this type of thing, because I know when you said like when you did journalistic stuff, you have to give the person like that you're talking about, like you said something about when you were doing documentaries too, that you couldn't do something about people you had to ask the victims of the person if you were covering them in some way, right? That's a rule too.
Yeah, that was mostly when there was like a homicide or something more serious. But
And that was a law,
yeah.
right? You had to ask the victims if it was okay to broadcast them on TV.
No, like, it was just I had to discuss it with the broadcaster, and basically the broadcaster would have to run some checks with the police, and there would be a whole thing in the background. But with the difference between Scotland and England, because like Scotland and England have different systems, for example, and I think this will apply to the US actually, is that Scotland doesn't really have much of an anti-SLAPP law. The anti-SLAPP law is made for this specific purpose, when people are threatening with lawsuits to censor people.
Yeah.
And the law is, I don't really know the details of this, because it's been explained to me a little bit, but like it's been a few years ago now. So, but the anti-SLAPP law in Scotland is very permissive to the person who is suing, essentially. And I think this is why when I got sued, they came to Scotland and sued me in Scotland. That, and also jurisdiction, because that's where I was. But I think had the laws been more permissible in England, they would have probably been able to sue me in England, because it's still part of the UK. I don't know how this works. It's very complicated with like the different countries and the union and so on. But
and then the United States is a totally different beast. I mean, we have anti-SLAPP laws as well. And basically as far as I know, what that means is that, you can't just willy-nilly start. If someone said Kia's World is, chewing on babies and snorting cocaine every day, I could say, and they just made that up or said, well, I guess that would be the opposite. If I said, I don't like Monet, right? I don't like Monet. I don't like the products. I'm not a Monet fan. And then all of a sudden Monet said, okay, you defamed us by saying you don't like this product. I can then countersue the company for falsely accusing me of like defamation when there's zero proof of that. And that's like the sort of balance of like, if you have a company, you just can't sue everybody or like, threaten everybody through censorship or through silencing them. That's what I understand.
Oh, it's either that or you can appeal for a dismissal, because anti-SLAPP. So if you get a lawyer, your lawyer would know what to do, and they would just basically invoke whatever is that law, and they would have it dismissed if there was no like real. Because I think with defamation and libel and slander, there are a few things that they need to have checked in order to be considered that. And one of the things is that, and this is where I think it was much easier for them in Scotland than it would have been elsewhere, because in Scotland you don't have to prove damages. So in England, and I think in the US as well, you have to prove that there has been a false information, that the information was false on purpose. There was what's the word? There was malice there, yes. And that there was damage. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was one word, but I forget which one. But in Scotland, they didn't have to prove damages.
I don't know where that was going. I was going to try to think of something completely like wild, and I was like, wait, that would not make sense. Changed.
What did you dream about last night?
I'm telling you, if I'm up before like my normal hour of sleeping, I'm like insane in the morning. Sorry. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? Anyways,
thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Dave and I have bonded over programming all over Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Because we're both trying to program in Python, but he's much better apparently than I am.
That's tough.
I suck.
That's tough. I've tried a few times to learn programming, and then I've given up every single time at some point. So good for you guys sticking it out. Dave says, y'all are distracting me from my programming coursework, but I'm not complaining. Cringe-Fluencers is better at waking me up than coffee. Aw, thanks, Dave. Let me think of something to say to you, Dave.
A screen is a babysitter.
Don't you have one with like chewing on babies? we need to get that.
Chewing on babies. So like, let's say that someone told me like a very specific insult. I'm like, why would you pick that one? I don't know. I'm not sure. Here's one about Dave. This is what Dave says to people who like programming.
I didn't think about any of you.
Oh, Heidi. I miss Heidi. What's she up to?
She went
No, but-
blonde. That's it.
And you did too. Oh my God. Like
know.
universes collide.
She's copying me.
I know. Like, oh, so unoriginal. I mean, she has copied Rachel. So
Yeah.
she also copied Rachel insofar as getting her husband and many, many other things.
You can do it too, just like me. And then like, I'll show you how much I can do it like you. But she went for it. She was the achiever.
She did.
She went for it, girl. Go for it. Go for your dreams. Can you imagine your dream being Dave Hollis?
Oh God, I swear to God, like every time that man writes a caption on Instagram, and I read 2 of his books, so I feel like I'm a true hero.
Yeah.
For getting through those books. And you did too, right? With like Built
I
Through
only
Courage.
read one. I only read Built Through Courage. I didn't read the other one yet, which is sort of crazy. I need to.
Yeah. No, you don't. It's literally like the same. There is very, very little difference between the 2 books. Except in one book, I think he was still married.
True.
So, the stories maybe sounded slightly different.
He just placed married with divorced in the second book.
But that guy starts talking or writing and I'm lost. I'm like, what? I don't know what. So imagine having that in the morning, like you're just waking up before coffee and Dave starts to tell you his like wisdom about boats and like, just any kind of sea metaphor he can, shib metaphor that he can find.
Shib-ribbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just like a nerdy dude, I think, honestly. Nerdy dude who got handed a microphone by his wife at a certain point and then just liked the attention it got him and he can't stop. I guess. I don't know. I don't know his true intentions.
I have no idea. I think maybe true intentions would be just to make a living off of this, but I don't know.
You got enough money, man. Just retire.
I think he's got enough money from before. Or he had some money from before.
Definitely.
But he also has 4 kids, so,
That goes quick.
Yeah.
Go back to the workforce.
But hopefully
same thing
Rachel
with
was
Kim.
very... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. No, what are you saying about Rachel?
I was saying hopefully Rachel was industrious and saved a lot of her billions.
Not according to her. She's like, I'm really bad with money. I'm great at making money,
great.
bad at spending it. So I think that's why she's working.
Not anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah. Who knows? She's like, I got the biggest deal ever. She said she got a podcast partner that's like the most money she's ever made. So whether that's true or not, I have my doubts, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, but Kim is someone who knows how to make money. I'll give her that. Like this woman has transformed like a home movie into billions and billions and billions of dollars. Like it's insanity.
Speaking of chewing on babies, Skin by Kim. There's like there's actually no segue.
Just like behind bars immediately.
We'll be getting that defamation lawsuit any day now. Skin by Kim. Okay, so I don't know a whole lot about the Kardashians brand. I know they have different categories. They got fragrances. They have makeup. I know there's lip plumping, and this is specifically Kim's thing, and their shapewear and all that. But now I don't know if they've always been there, but now at least they've moved into the home goods space. And I think this is important to this conversation about business. It's like, how much is too much money, or when do you ever have enough? And like at a certain point, your brand becomes so confused or large that like you'll just endorse anything, that it gets so ridiculous. And I think we've reached this point. I mean, we've probably reached this point with the Kardashians a long time ago. But
Yeah.
I think for sure we're at the point now where it's like, okay, I think people are starting to come on to the fact that this is none of these people most likely care about what they're selling you, what they're hawking. This is like QVC for the modern day. And they'll just pick up anything and go, I'll sell this to you because, you know, my lifestyle is expensive and I want to keep living it. So so this is now we got content. This is not necessarily an ad, but it's content, organic content created by Kim Kardashian to sell home goods to you.
Okay.
You ready for it?
I have not seen this, everybody. So this is
Live
fresh
react.
information for me.
Let me try to get the higher quality. Okay. Now there's music in the beginning, so I'm going to mute it because that's the thing that always screws us up with copyright. Okay. So it's just music. This is her sad house. I'm sorry to say. Like it is I'm a minimalist. I don't know if I am or not, but I don't like a lot of clutter, but this takes it to like insane asylum 1940 at the sanitarium to me. Like there's not anything to look at.
That is funny. Yeah, I'm also a minimalist, but I like a fucking rug. Like
Something. My
just
God.
something. Make it cozy. Make it nice.
Something. It just
What
feels like
is this?
unlived. I don't know. But this is her house, allegedly.
Oh, look at that blanket.
I do like that chair.
It's
Jesus.
so
Okay.
boring.
So
to look at.
boring. Okay, but here we are. I mean, it's beautiful. It's clean, but you imagine the sweet cleaning woman who has to clean those walls and those floors.
I don't know if I don't like it. Like,
No.
I understand. I think it's great for filming because it's all white around and just helps with the light, and there's like the big windows and stuff like that. So I think they made it for that particular reason because they love to be on TV, don't they?
True.
But
It's like a filming house. It's like it's a warehouse.
it's a studio.
Yeah, that's sad. Your whole life's a studio. God, how
Yeah.
miserable. Okay, here we go. Speaking of misery,
I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about our skin accessories. I wanted to create really simple pieces that can be featured in my bathroom because I love my minimal vibe, but I just felt like it needed to be a little bit more homey. So we're launching with 5 accessories and they're made out of poured concrete. So each one is like slightly different. We have our tissue box.
so homey. This
Tissue box. Oh my God, revolutionary new company comes up with their first product, tissue box.
tissue box. And just wait, you don't even see the worst part about this tissue box. You will in a second. But can you imagine being like, my house is like literally stark walls, stark furniture. I'm going to make it more homey by adding a gray tissue box to it. What?
It's not even gray. It's like off-white.
Off-white.
It's like
concrete.
It's not even concrete. At least the concrete would be more like more gray. Like I would be more interested in that.
More industrial.
This is just plain as I don't know.
Yeah, it's awful. And apparently concrete, and I learned this from TikTok, concrete is one of the most like unrenewable resources right now. Like the energy it takes to create it and make it and dispose of it is like really bad for the environment, allegedly, apparently. And of course they're like, concrete it is.
Well, I mean, since when has Kim cared about the environment?
Yes, very true. Very true. But in case you were concerned about the environment, this is not good for it.
Yeah, or anything else that they have ever made, I don't think, in my opinion, really helps the environment. You know, not the factories in China and, you know, all that stuff.
All that.
You know,
that
the
fun
fast
stuff.
fashion, all the stuff that ends up in landfill, like none of it is sustainable, blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
allegedly,
blah, blah. The
in my
world's
opinion.
ending. Buy concrete. That's what they want to say. That's what the vibes are lately. Like, no one cares about anything anymore, which I'm there too. I care, but it's like, you can't because you can't change it. So it's like, well, how am I going to care? My caring and worrying going to do anything? It's not. So
I've decided I'm going against all my ethics. So
Same.
if my ethics say, you know, save the planet, I'm going to be like,
Destroy
no,
it.
I want to frack oil.
freaking frack. Oh my God.
Me and Liz Truss will be like, you know, doing it together.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
All
Why
right.
not?
Here we go. Keep going.
I just think it's super helpful to have tissue around. I used to hide it in my drawers here, but now that I have this pretty holder, I can have it out on the counter. I love this canister. I put Q-tips in it, but if you're not a Q-tip person, I would put my toothbrush and my toothpaste. A round canister, I think, just looks so pretty. We have cotton pads and it's round, just like our moisturizer and like a bigger version of our eye cream. And then our vanity tray, I obviously wanted something that would fit all of our products.
Oh my God.
Let's say you only have like a few pieces and you want to like mix it up. You can use it for, you know, towels and fill some other things in here. I'm a neat freak, so I just think a place where all of the products can go looks so nice and pretty, just depending on what you need it for. You can use that tray. It can even be for perfumes. And then our wastebasket. You obviously need it. You need a cute place to put your ugly trash, but I wanted something that kind of like blended in with my stone. The concrete really looks good in so many different spaces.
Okay.
You also have different...
Yeah, the concrete looks fantastic.
So
Have you
good.
ever seen the cities? They look amazing.
It's very
concrete
true.
everywhere. I love it.
This is what prison, well, obviously it's not what prison looks like, but you know, everything's sterile. I think hospital, it's giving hospital room to me. Like just, okay, here's your medications laid out on a vanity tray on like this muted tone.
Yeah. It's making me think of that. Oh my God, I have no idea what their name is. But Cody Ko and Noel at one point went to visit this guy. It was like
Kombucha
making
guy?
kombucha. Yes.
Yeah.
And it looked like this.
Yeah. It's weird.
But much better still, like not quite this bad. That was
Yeah.
at least slightly homier. I'm not sure how Kim managed to do this. And this is also just, I mean, I know that she's rich. Like,
Yeah.
I swear, I'm aware. But is this a bathroom? Because this looks
Apparently,
gigantic.
this is her bathroom, tub and sink. And the sink, as you can see right here, there's like no, it's just like flat surface. So you just pour water onto like this little tiny like slight slope. But mostly
Yeah,
you're pouring it onto a flat surface.
That gets dirty, I think, quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so
But not
too.
not that she has to worry about that. But
No.
I worry.
You worry? I worry for her. I don't know
I
if
don't
the
want Kim
tutorial's
to have-
here, but there's a tutorial about using the tissue box, and that's what I want to show. So I might have to go to her Instagram. if
There's
it's
a
not in this.
tutorial.
Yeah. This is not simple, okay? This is not simple chic. This is complicated chic.
I see. So when you buy a product, what you want is just not to be able to know how to use it, and you want a challenge. When you buy this, you buy a challenge too.
Yeah.
2 in 1, product and challenge.
Yeah, you want to like, you know, Tara's like meowing as if she's eating something that shouldn't be eating. You want like a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle for all of your items in your house, just to keep your mental focus when you live in a gray world. You need something to
Yeah.
really like stimulate yourself.
Imagine like having kids in this sterile environment.
Ugh, no. I think it's bullshit. I think they have certain rooms in the house that they show, and then they have like a real house. I'm assuming like a real quarters
Yeah.
where they live.
Yeah,
I think that's my guess.
yeah, absolutely.
Pieces all over my room.
I do like a white
I actually have
comforter.
never showed my amazing bed.
Bad.
What is this? Where's
This
the
is turning into like
art?
a bedroom tour. I always need tissue. I always have candles on. I wanted a few accessories like mixed in with the house that I thought would just look really good. Also in my little sitting room, I honestly just have a little lip balm in here because I use lip balm all the time and I didn't want to have it like sit out. And I have it just kind of on my table or on a book. It kind of like blends in.
Beautiful.
And you can really just use all the home accessories everywhere. I
Wow.
love home design. I
Do
love
you?
furniture.
Do
I
you?
love
You don't got
everything
much.
about the aesthetic of a home, and I think it says so much about you. And the one
Yeah.
thing that I feel like
Vapid.
Great.
really stood out to
Empty.
me is that there
Boring.
wasn't really good home
Concrete.
accessories that you
Concrete.
can have in your bathroom. So that's why I wanted to give them to you guys, and I feel like the skin accessories are where it's at. You should go check
Oh
them
my
out.
God, there's a book. Stop.
So that's that. Okay, but that's just the preview for like I said, you need the instructions before you can really consume the big product. So
Of
let me get her
course,
Instagram.
of course, it's important.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a troll at this point. Like, at a certain point it becomes unreal. This is the
Yeah,
same
this
video.
was like probably the worst house I've ever seen. I mean, I'm sure. I just don't think there was no art at all.
No.
This is also another thing with TV. Like, if there is like any kind of sort of thing that could get copyrighted, and you're filming around that space, and you don't have rights to show it on television, you can get in trouble.
That's
So
true.
maybe that's why there's no art.
Probably. Also, I didn't even talk about this yet. What do you predict the price of that tissue box?
Oh my
costs?
God, I didn't even think of that. Gee, oh, that would be expensive.
What do you
Please don't
think?
tell me it's expensive. Oh my, it's made of concrete. This is gonna be expensive.
Just a guess in American dollars
For the tissue box.
for the tissue box specifically. Yeah.
Tissue box. Okay. Okay. So Kim Kardashian. Let's see. I'm gonna go with like $200 or something.
Okay, so no, not that high. So not so bad. You can
Oh.
actually buy it for $90, $89. God, $89. So cheap.
Well,
Wow.
compared to my expectation, cheaper. But this is a tissue box, so
You can elevate any room. Okay, it's like to use, remove tissues from the carton box and place them directly inside the container. So you have to, you can't use it with your box. You have to take all the tissues out one by one, and then place them into this new and improved box.
yeah. I see. I don't know if I could ever pay $89 on a tissue box.
Yeah. Well, if you want the garbage box, the garbage container, that's $129.
So I'm assuming you want the set. If you're gonna go for this, you want
Hell
to
yeah.
buy all. What was it? 3 or 4? 4.
Things. Let's see.
5.
It was like the tray, the tissue box. Well, I guess we can go down here. A bundle costs $355 to buy them all together. What a beautiful set.
I cannot believe this. What is this? This is so ridiculous.
She's like, I've never seen gray bathroom accessories before, so I had to create it myself. It's like, that's a problem that doesn't exist.
Why is Kim coming up with home decor?
She needs
I
that
just,
money. She needs that cash.
what is the makeup and the perfumes and the skims and all of that not working anymore?
No. I haven't looked at, I haven't looked at this more rainbow colors. I
feel
haven't
like
looked at this website before. It's interesting.
I feel like that picture above that you just went past.
This one?
It's like giving a picture to a photographer and saying, take all the color out of it, please.
Yeah, desaturate, please.
Can we just make it look concrete all the way? Thank you.
Yeah. These are the only home accessories they have so far, but I'm sure they're going to have candles and stuff soon at some point. Why
You
not?
see, candles, I understand.
Yeah.
As a business, I understand candles.
Yeah.
I said that like,
Yes.
wow, this is revolutionary. This is revolutionary. I understand candles because you burn them. So I understand being a business and being like, okay, well, I can manufacture more, but then that's also more work
Yeah.
and more like money to put into it. But then you have and if your people like the candles, then you have other people buying it and so on. So I can see how that could exist as a business.
Yeah.
What is this though? Like, what are you just gonna
Cash grab.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like Mel Robbins. I thought for a second. I was like, oh, Mel Robbins is here?
Oh God, yes.
I don't know. I feel like they took off the tutorial part. They took it out because there was a video where she was like showing how to use the tissues. And now I don't see
find
it.
it on YouTube.
Yeah, I was looking, but I'm not finding it. I'm only seeing the same video we already watched. I mean, basically that's it. You have to take out all of the tissues from the box and then put them back into her box, which is so stupid. That was it. I guess that's like the whole point. How ridiculous. Like,
Okay, I found something.
okay.
I'll send it to you on this. I'm not sure that's the one, but it kind of looks like it.
Okay. Let's see.
I hope we don't get claimed by this because
I'm sure we will. Oh, here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, good job. Thank you. I think she deleted it maybe on her own account because I'm not finding it.
Well, you think she reacted to the haters for first time in her life?
Probably. Or now you have to search for it. Now you have to watch the long ass video selling all the products like we did because it worked the way they wanted it to. Okay, Kim Kardashian shares how to place tissues inside a tissue box.
All right, I'm going to show you guys how to put the tissue in the tissue box, just in case no one knows, because the box doesn't fit inside. So you take the lid off, and then you open this, and you take the tissue out, and just put it in, and put the lid right on, with a little piece of tissue sticking in, and there you go. And so then when you grab it, another piece is there. I'm not going to waste these. I'm going to keep them over here. But there you have it. And there is the beautiful tissue holder.
Beautiful.
Leave it to Kim to make a product that doesn't, like, you can't even fit the box in. Like, just let's make a tissue box that does not actually have the same dimensions as other tissue boxes. Ours will be just the tiniest bit smaller, just enough
To piss
just
everyone
enough
off.
to not fit in, you know.
I'm out of words. I mean, they're business people. That's what influencing is, baby. You got to come up with these ridiculous products or just hawk other people's ridiculous products to make money. That seems to be the key to success in this industry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just, I imagine, I don't know. Am I blocked?
Yeah, you're blocked. You've been
Oh,
silenced.
sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. You've been censored.
Kim is on to me. Stop talking about my tissue box. Thank you.
How dare you? Question. Now, if you were to buy that tissue box and go, actually, I don't want this dumbass thing, do you think you should be able to return it?
Yes, and I would.
Okay.
In fact, if they were to sell to the UK, I would buy it and review it for you guys.
Oh, nice.
I'll be
Okay.
like, wait, the tissue box doesn't fit in.
It'd be like a 20-second or a 20-second review. Can you imagine, like, there's a tutorial for this box, there's reviews for this box. This box is a fucking concrete circle. Everyone's like, okay, content. Let me make it. Let me explain all about this. The economy doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Anyways, okay. So speaking of what I just brought up on purpose, refunds. I found this video of one. Now I found this video through I forget her account, but she's very funny and she sort of is on the R end of things, like anti-spirituality, coaching, and all that stuff. She went through an experience where she was like becoming a shaman type thing. And she decided, like, after years of doing all these like retreats and stuff, that it was all bullshit in her opinion. And so now she's made an account to sort of combat all these like misinformation, coaching, and manipulation tactics and things. So she shared it. And then I found this woman through her account. So I'll look for her name because I forget her actual name on TikTok. But I'll find it. And she's really good. So I didn't find this on my own. She actually shared it first. But this is like she's a coach, one of these life coaching, business coaching. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Just pay me money coaching this person, apparently. And this is her hot take on refunds if you buy her products. And we can look at her products in a second. But here you go. I want to hear your opinion.
So many people get really emotionally caught up in refunds. They get emotionally caught up in people who say, your program didn't work for me and I want my money back. And I want to just take a moment to share with you my perspective on that. And I know this is going to burn some people, but I also know that you suffering in your emotional state because someone didn't get a result from something is not your obligation. So people write to me and they go, I don't want a refund. I didn't get a result from your program. And I know, because I've been doing this 14 years and have had thousands of people get great results, that we gave you the container to do what you needed to do to become who you needed to become to get a result. So if you didn't, that actually tarnishes my reputation. I now have someone out there who did my program and didn't get a result. So as opposed to you getting a refund, I feel like I should get some compensation for you not doing the work.
No,
Thoughts?
no way. This is not real. This is not real. This has to be a joke. You're on mute, I think.
Sorry, I was chewing on my M&Ms. No, I don't think so. I think this is her real take, and I think she has since deleted this one because I can only find the stitches for this video. I can't find the original, but thankfully I downloaded it like as soon as I saw it. And she has other things about refunds on her page, but this one was like the one that sort of blew up, and people were like, "What the fuck? Like, what is that? We owe you extra money for." I don't know.
Yeah, that is.
For
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in so many
Yeah.
ways. Like, I don't think companies do refunds because they just are so nice. I think
Yeah.
there's some laws about that.
Yeah. It just shows the level of or lack of understanding about business by these business coaches. Like, I can teach you how to run a 20,000 figure business, like all these people online say, and then you actually go into like what they know. They don't know how to do their taxes. They don't know how to do like how to issue a refund, any laws.
They know how to issue a refund. That's not the issue. The issue is they don't want to give you the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And that's why she's saying that. And she's very, oh my God, she literally said the small print essentially out loud.
Yeah.
Like, actually, you're ruining my reputation. It's like, well, yes, yes.
Because at first I was like, when watching, I was like, okay, so like her reputation's ruined, like, you know, or not ruined, but someone's had a bad experience. Like, you know, that's bad for me. So like, take your opinion to Yelp, but don't get a return or whatever. Like, okay, I can kind of understand that. Maybe like, you know, well, I coached you for a year and you didn't get the results, you know, that my time is still used or whatever. But she's talking about like online coaching. So it's like, you know, the online course didn't work for somebody. They didn't like it. They didn't finish it. Okay, give me my money back. I don't know.
She's saying that because she basically doesn't want to do it. She probably had some people. And here's the thing. This is what happened with Brittany Dawn.
Yeah.
This is exactly what happened. It didn't just, in my opinion, I don't know, because, you know, she's not quite yet released any information.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, that's what happened for 6 years or more. 6 years? Why am I thinking 6 years? Since 2014. So that would be more than 6 years. I mean, like 8 years. 8 years or so. Probably she had plenty of people being like, this is not personalized to me, give me a refund. And she didn't want to give them a refund because she wanted the money.
Money spent. Too bad.
So now she's getting seriously sued. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, like, giving people refunds is not like optional. It's not just something that you can opt out of and be like, actually, you know, I just don't, you know,
I'm good.
you guys do it if you want to. Like, I don't want to. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's very bizarre.
It is very bizarre. And this is her website. You know, she seems to be like a lot of the other ones. Just like I think a lot of people have this thought pattern, I guess, in this space. I don't think she's the only one. I think she's the only one that's like said it so bluntly and so, you know, sort of idiotically in that way. But like, what business have you had? Like, that's what I always want to know. Like, her whole thing is, I help entrepreneurs start, scale, and skyrocket their business. Okay, well, what's your business? And like, how do you do that? And I'm just scrolling quickly, but like all of this is like just like emotional manipulation. Like, are you ready to, and here's a case study. Let's see.
Of course, 5 stars. Who
course.
would ever give her less than 5 full stars?
Yeah, and she's a coach. Okay, so she helped a coach go from $0 to $5,000 a month in 16 months. That's kind of low, no?
I mean, not to me. To me, it's 5,000. It's kind of a decent
In 16
salary.
months? It took a year and almost a half to get to 5,000, and you're paying for coaching that probably costs
that's the
$1,000 a
problem.
day?
But also, this is why I feel like there's kind of scrambling for like success stories.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's people like allegedly Natasha Graziano, for example, who just straight up make up those stats. Like,
That's true.
this person made 5 million by working with me for 2 days. It's
1
like,
second. Yeah, true.
so I don't even, with people like that, I'm like, why are they in prison yet? But allegedly, this is just my opinion.
Sure.
So,
Of course.
but at least she's scrambling there to find a success story. And even that, I have this gigantic mistrust towards these customer reviews. I don't know who these are. I don't know if they're true. I don't know if they're taken out of context. What if what she said actually was, I made $5,000 after 16 months, and that was it, and not just monthly, just one time.
Exactly.
Then it's a completely like, I don't know the whole context. I'm not looking at their tax paperwork or whatever. So I just find it very
It's all bullshit, usually, probably, most likely.
it's all usually, in my opinion, it's they're made up.
And I worked at a startup for a year and a half right before the pandemic started, and that was my first experience in the startup world. And a lot of it, like all of the money that all of the employees were paid, essentially was coming from investment. And so when we were not making a profit based on the business that we were running, and I wasn't a founder, I was just like an employee. But we never made money ever. But we would say we like brought in $1 million last year as we're asking for more investments. But the investments were what was running the company. So I'm like, this is a scam. This is a Ponzi scheme, basically. But that's like how it works. Like you fudge the numbers. You're like, oh, we brought in $100 million last year. It's like, yeah, but we spent $400 million. And all that $100 million came from seed funding, which is like the opposite of what this business is supposed to be doing. But you can't, I don't know. It made me very distrustful of even a company with legitimate, like, lawyers on staff and things. You can't trust them. I'm definitely not going to trust some lady in her house that's like claiming to be a business coach. Like, you can't.
Yeah, you
Trust
can't.
no one.
And also, I don't think those things are even, there's no way to even check unless you are like the IRS or like whatever is the equivalent
Totally.
of the IRS here, for example. Like, those are the only people who are able to actually like get bank account statements, things like that. Other than that, you just kind of listen to what they say, and you have to use your critical thinking skills, because like, they can say anything. I could say
Sure.
that. I could, it's just,
Yeah.
there is no way anyone could ever see if I'm lying or not. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see things like, oh, they don't have a Lamborghini or whatever, but then
They can just
there's
rent
people-
it.
Yeah, there's people who rent out villas and pretend that's what
That's
where they
theirs.
live.
I guess the whole point and like the lesson of all of
Hey,
this
Savvy.
is, hi, Savvy. Tara says, hi, Savvy. Say hi. Hold on. There's some purrs for you, Savvy. The whole point of this is like, use your discernment. If someone is showing you like, oh, my lifestyle, and that's the only proof that you have that this person is successful, and like they're selling you a dream, you got to check yourself, because that is not enough to go forward and go, oh, I want to buy this person's course or whatever. It's most likely bullshit. It's all manipulation, in my opinion.
Yeah, usually, and this is, I would go as far as to think that it is sort of a pyramid, or at least the pyramid
least 1 in 3.
structure.
Sorry. Sorry,
or
what were
at
you saying?
least a pyramid structure or something. Because like I feel with coaching, there isn't a product.
Yeah.
And it's like, where's the product? Because normally if you don't have a product, it's a pyramid scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. They call it a container. I'm making a container for you. It's like, what? It's
Or
just
like
an
Kim's
online
container of
course.
tissues.
Yeah, a container of tissues created by Skims. Skim Kims or whatever it's called. Yeah, basically.
Container of dreams for you.
I was just clicking around, and this one's another thing I always see with these business coaches. It's like their solution to everything. It's like, hey, like I don't know how to make more money in my business. They're like, charge more. It's like that's the only solution you have. Charge more always. It's like that doesn't work like in a business mindset. Like, can you imagine like Kraft Foods or McDonald's goes, hey, like we need an idea of how to, you know, increase customers. Or like charge more. Like, okay, thanks. You know, that's a good idea. So here's
Just ruin the two relationships you have with your two customers
Yeah.
by charging them more. That's the way to go. Yeah.
And it's like, and this is another thing that bothers me to no end. Make that money, mama. Lady, stop.
Always,
Mama.
They always target moms.
Moms,
They always
always.
target moms.
Yeah.
Because they use that guilt that moms usually have, especially when they're like new moms or something, and they want to spend more time with the kid, but they can't afford it. They have to go back to work, etc. So they use that to their
Yep.
advantage to target them.
Start working from your nooks and crannies on your phone while you're home, mama. Yeah, I hate it. Stop calling me mama. Don't call me sweetie. Don't call me, like, as much as I don't like a man to demean me in that way, like, oh, sweetheart, like that pisses me off. Or kiddo, like in the corporate space, that always would piss me off. The same can be said for a woman, and I think it is also demeaning. Whether that person's a woman as well and is calling me mama and baby and all this stuff, like I don't care who's the person behind saying it, calling me those things in a professional setting, hate it, cannot stand it.
Okay, babe.
Okay, babe. And that's why I use it specifically. Maybe this is a problem within myself, but when someone's giving like really stupid advice or saying something completely ridiculous, I'm like, girlfriend, girly, baby, because it is like supposed to be an insult.
I feel called out because I do use babe a lot. But like,
To who?
not people that I work with, just like just
your
like
boss. Hey,
pals.
babe.
No, oh God.
Babe, someone, if you know them, that's fine. That's like why you have names for each other, nicknames and things. That's like how you deserve to be spoken to in that way, because you've earned it, like by your friendship or whatever. But when it's like a stranger or someone on the internet calling me mama or babe, I just cannot. I can't. I hate it. It turns me off immediately.
I don't think I would call anyone ever in a professional setting something like that. I would just use their first name or their. In fact, maybe this is where it's the cultural differences are helpful, if you will, because in Romania we don't even go, and that applies to Germany as well, for example, and France. You don't go by the first name; you go by the last name. You go. I would say hello, Mrs. O'Brien. I wouldn't say hello, Kayla. And in the UK, this is fine. You can go by the first name. And my dad asked me to send an email to someone in Germany, like a professional relationship he has there, and I said I used the first name, and he was like, "Oh my God, why would you?" And I was like, "What
That's
do you
funny.
mean? There's nothing wrong with it." And he was like, "You can never say that." And I
Aw.
was just like, "Shit, sorry."
It's interesting. Yeah, it's like also like social awareness. Like, and I was just thinking about it. I was like, well, it's not a hard and fast rule where it's like, I will never respect anyone who ever says it. But I think there are certain times where it's appropriate, like friends and people you know. And if you're joking and you're in a good setting, but in a business setting, no. And someone trying to intimidate you, like in a, job interview, I don't know, some sort of competition or something. Like if a waitress or a waiter or something was like, hey, honey, how are you? I'm not going to be like, fuck you, lady. Like, obviously I think it's like, okay, that's like how they speak. It's fine. But I think it's when those cases are specific and you can kind of tell, well, hopefully, like
When
discern.
there's a power imbalance.
Yes,
right?
that power
When they're
struggle. And you're going to come in and say honey buns. I'm like,
Yeah. they wanna use that to just establish themselves as above.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. Because, like, what would I call a man or even another fellow woman, like, that I wanted to intimidate, in that way? Like, oh, hello, little boy. Like, to like a grown-ass man.
I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna borrow this concept and just call all the men I ever work with darling, sweethearts. Be like,
Darling.
hey, sweetheart, thank you for this report.
Yeah.
Bye now.
I think they would get very upset very quickly, is my guess.
Well,
yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we should experiment and try. We should do like a vlog of like calling men
Buddy.
sweetheart for the next 24 hours.
Call them buddy.
My
Hey,
buddy,
buddy.
old pal.
Hey, pal. Well, pal is very common here.
I hear a lot of people call Steven boss. Hey, boss.
Oh,
Why?
this is when they want. Oh, I know. Oh,
Trying
in
to sell him
Romania,
a
they do
car or
this
something.
too.
Hey, boss.
Like, oh, I hate it. I hate it when people do that. Oh my God. They always want to make the other person feel so good because they're selling them something.
Yeah.
And I think this is the same concept here with the mama.
Yeah,
They're
mama. Hey, mama. You're a working mama like me. Be a mama. Join my MLM, mama, llama, llama, mama. Lulu, llama, llama, mama. We sell nonsense. Okay. We should write a children's book against MLMs and like make it like that.
Oh yes, we'll call it tea time with
Mama llama.
with tarot.
Tea time with tarot. The adventures of saying no in your DMs. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We should do that and release it at the same time as Dave.
Yeah.
Because obviously, he's still not quite there yet.
We
so-
better work quick because it's coming out soon. Start
Oh,
illustrating
champs!
tonight.
You got champ? Oh,
Hey,
this is,
champ.
yeah.
Oh, God.
this is very 1990s.
That's like your stepdad who doesn't know your name forgot it. Hey, champ. He's got his secret family. He's like, wait, what's your name? Champ.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's listen to one more and then we'll watch one more for this ladies and then we'll listen to a man's perspective. So this is sort of like, it actually ties very well into the next video as well. Like how men, and I'm speaking in a very generalized way. Obviously there's many, many caveats and with gender and all that stuff, but this is like, man and woman. I'm going to just say those two as like the examples today. This is like mamas is a way to appeal to the female audience, I would imagine. And then we're going to see what a man who is leading a group of trainees in a sales course, how he gets them riled up, inspires them. The daddies, I guess they're not dads though, but
The buds.
the pals, how he gets the pals going.
I'm loving this.
I know.
It's so funny.
Bucko. Hey, Bucko. I've used that before.
Tiger. I've never heard this one. I don't think it's very common here, but I've heard it in TV shows and stuff.
Which one? Tiger?
Tiger.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tiger. That's like a sports one. Like you're on the little league field and like, hey, Tiger, you missed the ball. I don't know.
Sport. Oh, you guys have a lot more than us here.
Yeah. You got to come to America for all the demeaning nicknames.
I called my ex honey.
Honey buns.
Now I'm like, oh, I was patronized.
Honey.
Yeah,
Oh, honey.
that's not how we do things.
Honey. No. Okay. Best way to know if you're charging enough.
At least 1 in 3 people aren't saying no to you because of your pricing, then your price too low. I have people all the time that come to me and they're like, I have an 80% conversion rate. Everybody says yes. I'm like, well, because you're basically paying them to be in your program. You need to double your rates right now. At least 1 in 3 people aren't saying no to you because.
Now it says I liked it. God damn it. Undo that. Okay, so that's not exciting. Boring. Boring advice. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. I will be wanting my refund. Okay. So now let's watch. This guy's name is Andy Elliott. He's a sales genius, salesman of the ages. You know how we make fun of like MLM conferences, Monations and such? Oh wait, you're muted.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yes, of course.
So this is like the equivalent of that, but like for men who love, I don't know, lumber yards and meat.
Lumber is cool.
Lumber is so cool. We always make a joke about it. Like any male scent or man scent, like at Target or whatever for like body wash, is either lumber, tobacco, or like pine. It's like they love trees.
Yeah. And our
crops.
YouTubers have borrowed that idea by making their studios all look like wood. They're not even wood, I found out.
What are they? Concrete?
They're like, I think they're semi-plastic.
I
think it looks like wood, but it's not. Because I saw the the one Impulsive with not Jake Paul, the other one, Logan Paul, and I think for some reason, I don't know why they did it, but they had them sitting in a different spot of the room, and you could see the whole thing was just like this block in the back. Like, it was not even like put on the wall. It was not even wood. I was like, this is sad.
I was told that they were chopping down, logs to make these backgrounds.
Yeah, I thought they did it
day.
themselves. I just imagined them taking off their top and just like going at it with this hammer, and I was like, ooh, all my fantasies coming together.
Yeah, maybe it's a problem with us.
Sorry, 1 second, because my charger is not in.
Okay, you're good.
Plug it in.
So while she's gone, I hate Cam's. I wanted to let everyone know here, this is so hard for me to do. She's really the worst. Look at her background. She's got Rachel Hollis books on her background. Can you believe that? Look at that. 2 Rachel Hollis books. She's trying to fool us that she's not a Rachel Hollis stan. She's got a mirror and a Rachel Hollis book. Oh, hi. Hey. No one say anything. I'm just kidding. Hey, Cam. We missed you.
Hey!
I was not talking shit about you.
I missed you guys too. I see.
Cam is so toxic.
Toxic. You and all of my dates would agree.
You're in a very limited area. You're like in the middle of the woods, so you're only gonna have like so many dates to go on. They can't all be perfect,
There's like millions of students here. Not that I would date any of them because they're like kids. But for some reason, it's like fucking wild on the apps. Like, I'm not sure what's happening, but it's crazy.
What's happening?
Yeah. But it is in the middle of nowhere. And because of that, it's kind of like everyone wants to sort of settle down and stuff.
Ew.
And I'm like, I just got here. Like, I just got here, you guys. Can we just take it easy? And they're like, no. So
it's fine. Well, maybe we can find you a man at this event. Maybe there's one here for you.
Yeah, they look like they cut lumber. So
yeah, the guy with the microphone I think is a good match for you. So let's check it out.
Oh my God, you're swaying me into his orbit. I'm gonna get biased.
All right, here we go. It's Cam's dating channel. Here we go.
I'm a retail warrior. I'm a retail warrior. I will destroy my competition. I will destroy my competition. I believe I can close anybody, anytime, any place. I believe I can close anybody, anytime, any place. Success trains, failure complaints. Success trains, failure complaints. I have no ego. I have no ego. I have no entitlement. I have no entitlement. I have no limit. I have no limit. I am ready for war. I'm ready for war. Let's go.
Yes.
Woo!
Like what?
They're ready for war, guys.
Were these guys on? Because I want some of that.
That's the boy. That's the man I think you should go for. This guy.
He has no ego.
He has no ego.
That was interesting.
That's good to know. That
And
sounds
he has
like
no
someone who's ego.
entitlement. Yeah, absolutely. That entire room had no ego.
I'm ready for war. Like these people are selling cars. I think I'm almost positive.
No, that is funny. I would totally negotiate with them.
Yeah, just haggle the shit out of them. You know,
Dude,
okay.
I would be haggling.
Here's not even a hot take. I have a problem with people who are like, and I'm probably going to be canceled. No, I don't know, whatever. When people go to like a foreign country, especially like Mexico or somewhere like in South or Central America, and it's like, you know, there's like a million shops and they really want you to come in, and then someone will put on a vlog or something. Like, I haggled the shit out of this person, and instead of $5 for this backpack that would cost $30 in America, I got it to $4.50, and that's something I should feel good about. To me, I'm like, just give them the $5. And like, why is that such a proud accomplishment to haggle someone down so much? Like, you know, they're probably, you know, this is their job. They're trying to make money for their career or their family or just for themselves. And it's like, why is there so much like pride in like just bringing the numbers down for people? I don't get it. I never got it.
Well, can I blow your mind for a second?
Yes.
Because I think they could have haggled like a lot better. I think when they say that, they're like, oh my God, I went to Morocco and like I managed to get this rug for like $10 cheaper. That guy had $100 to go down, and like, they only went like 1 tiny centimeter. So
yeah.
When they say that, it's usually just fake confidence, frankly.
Yeah.
But usually with those things that are like super cheap, like they tend to be very poor quality. So it's just kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, yo, like, yeah, here, you know, I got $10. I'm in your country. I'm invading the space of the place. I mean, I know there's tourists, so it's a good thing, but it's just like, I don't know. I just never felt good about getting someone down on their price. Even in America, really. I'm like, you know, I want this to go well. I want you to have like a good experience today. Like, if I truly cared about, and this is, I don't say this because I don't necessarily believe that this is true for me, but like people are like, I just love helping people. I love helping people, and I love like just like making people's day better. It's like, okay, so then you're going to also say that you love haggling people to the point of like they are trying to like get you to, you know, you're going to walk away from the sale and whatever. It's like, won't that person's day be better if you just say like, yeah, I'll take the price? I know that's like a very naive, stupid thing to say, but
I think it depends on what, because like I want to buy a car. I'm gonna haggle the fuck out of it. And the thing is with that here, it's not a very like common thing. Like you can't really do it. But the thing is, I know they inflate the prices. Like, because I even saw this like the other day because I was looking at a car, and I saw that I phoned them and I spoke to them and they had a certain price, and then the next day the car had a different price that was £500 more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, what happened to the initial price? Because I was trying to haggle down, obviously, and now like the car was like even more expensive. So I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I get it. It's part of life and whatever. But like, I don't know. Specifically in foreign countries, it just makes me feel like, how well could these people be doing? Like, if I'm there and I can't afford it, like, I mean, maybe people like to do it or they like to do it, but I just feel like, just give them the money. You know, I don't know. That's my take.
I think it's the
cancel me.
It's just
it's preference.
I think the haggling comes from these countries, though. I think they encourage it because the people would walk away, and then they would be like, "I'll give it to you for cheaper," and so you kind of come back, and
yeah,
you know. So I think they want to sell their stuff. So I think that's where it starts. But yeah,
if you want it, man, just buy it. Just go, oh, $20? Okay. If it's like ridiculous, I understand that. Like, oh, okay, this like, you know, keychain is $500. Okay, obviously. But if it's like between $1 and $5, like just fucking pay the $5. I don't know. That's me. And I'm coming from a very privileged place, but like, and I don't buy many things. I guess that's also why. But I don't know. I don't get the excitement about it or like the enjoyment. That's the part that I'm confused about. Like, ooh, I got them down. The only time I've ever in my whole life have gotten anything cheaper is when I legitimately could not afford it, where I was like, my car had broken down and it was at the shop and they're like, it's $1,000. I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have any credit left and I have to, I can't do it. So like, I'll just come pick up the car and figure it out until I get paid again. And they're like, okay, $500. I'm like, oh, okay. But I legitimately couldn't pay for it. So I was being honest about it. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, I have 500. Okay. And
Yeah.
I guess I'm just like very naive about all this stuff. It just
I think
seems like,
it's mostly accepted that they would have a small wiggle room. Like, I don't know if they have, I guess it depends on what the company is, or if it's like a small company, they probably have more control than like if it's like a big company.
Sure.
But I think they tend to have a wiggle room. So if you ask, because for example, like now that I'm a student, I'm getting 20% discounts on things and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm just my student card everywhere. Like, it's amazing.
I always have some weird guilt. I don't know where it comes from. I gotta like invest. I'm already talking to my therapist about, my money issues, but like, I don't know. I have very like, I think actually some people are sort of agreeing with me, which I'm surprised about, because usually I bring this up and people are like, you're insane. But like, I just have so much guilt about like, going back and forth, even taking a discount. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, like, isn't that hurting you? Or like, why?
I can't afford not to take it.
I know,
Like, give
but I'm
it
like,
to
I
me,
guess like, I
'cause
think of
otherwise-
it more. Yeah, I don't know what the guilt comes from. I'm not sure what that's a whole like psychological problem. But like, what, like if we just all were honest, which I know is like, never going to happen. But if we could all just like cut through all this shit and like not have to go through all these fake, I think it's the fakeness of it all. It's like, I know he's lying to me that this is the real price. This is the last thing he can do. It's all bullshit. It's all theater. I'm like, I really hate that. Like, it bothers me. So it's like, let's just cut the bullshit, charge the price that you want, and let me just pay the price that you want. Like, that is like fair. Done.
Wow, capitalism thrives on this.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
Not
play
sure.
into the system.
I know. I need to join the army, the financial army, real financial army, to
Oh,
learn
yes.
against this and to have them drop. Well, how do they say it? They knock you down and build me back up to be a better warrior of finances.
If you want, we can start screaming now, and you feel like you've joined. I have no entitlement.
I have no ego.
I have no ego.
Do you want to know what the truth behind why your life sucks?
Oh my God, yes, please.
Okay, good. Me too.
I like that we have established that my life sucks.
I mean, everyone's life sucks, right? I thought.
Yeah,
At this
thank
point,
you.
in some
What's
ways.
his name? Neil or something?
Andy
Andy.
Elliott. AE.
So the next time I see someone's ass get comfortable, I know you're ready for death. Okay? And that's the reason why your marriage is dying. That's the reason why you don't fucking like who you are when you look in the damn mirror. It's the reason why your kids aren't choosing you to be their hero. So the next time I see someone's ass get...
That sounds like Rachel Hollis advice, but delivered through a muscular man.
What? I got
It's
so lost.
inconclusive.
Can I?
So the next time
watch
I
that
see...
again?
Next time I see someone's ass get comfortable, I know you're ready for death.
Oh my God.
And that's the reason why your marriage is dying. That's the reason why you don't fucking like who you are, that when you look at the damn mirror. It's the reason why your kids aren't choosing you to be their hero.
Yeah. Yes, Bun Mom, his pants are very tight. I know. I'm sure this was definitely not on purpose. Yeah, I don't know, when are these guys gonna realize that people are over the hustle culture? There's like the quiet quitting going on. Like, it's no longer fashionable to hustle.
Yeah, and there's so much scammers associated with these fake NFT accounts and fake Bitcoin. They really make your page look so sketch, because if you're talking about any of these topics, hustle culture, whatever, financial freedom now, the scammers that are like the bots just come in like droves, and it looks like half of these things are like, hi, inbox me to get your account verified. Like all these fake, like I sent you a DM. Like, I don't know. It's like you're not even it's probably still profitable in some way. It must be, right? But it's associated with such scammer behavior that it's not possible to go, oh, this is like a legitimate thing anymore. And thank you, Mai.
Thank you, Mai.
I'll have to
Purple cat.
I'll pick one for you, special for you.
It's not my ankle that hurts. It's my Achilles heel.
That's for Mai.
I'm sorry. What? I feel like I've missed an entire world of Rachel. I only just stopped watching like a couple of months ago. Like, what?
Oh, that's
What
millennia
exactly?
in Rachel Hollis time.
In influencer time, yeah, absolutely.
Kitty, move over. Here's another one.
Who is this white chick? I'm about to mess this up.
Tara's like leaning very precariously on the soundboard.
This mountain is covered with bears.
That's it.
Is that you or Tara?
That's me.
Tara
And Bambi's
sometimes gives
dad
us-
turns his head and walks away.
That's
Wait,
Taro.
what?
Taro. Okay,
I love it.
I'll turn it. Is anyone named Helen here?
Shout out to Helen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Anyways, so the reason why
Andy.
your life isn't where you want it to be is because you're getting comfortable where you're at. Stop getting comfortable. I push people to be the best version of themselves. If you're tired of being average, follow me.
Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. It's like you have the power,
Yeah.
except you should pay me.
And he's got really bad engagement. He's got 68,000 followers. Okay, his most recent thing, he's got 43 likes, 6 comments.
Oh God.
It's
Okay.
177.
Total bots for
Yeah,
sure.
it's fake. But let's pick another one.
Let's go.
Oh, it's like a ad. Hold on. I want to hear him talk about stuff more.
Listen, there's two types of people. Everybody say initiators.
Initiators.
Responders. So every day you're either responding to things or you're initiating things. That's the way life goes. We initiate. And by the way, we're initiators. Whether we have the funds, the money, whether we don't, we still initiate. We built this building and we didn't have the money to do it. We still did it. We did everything that we've done. We didn't have the money to do it. People say, well, why don't you take out loans? Dude, we don't. We can pay cash for everything, even if it means we don't eat. You know why? Because we have standards. Listen.
Okay, so it's between eating and building a building. That's the difference. Okay.
We did everything that we did.
Proof. You want the proof? We did what we did. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all the
What
proof I
we
need.
did was done by us.
Damn.
Just
Listen to that again.
truth bomb.
Truth bomb. Dropped.
There are two types. My biggest, well, no, I have a lot of pet peeves at this point. It's hard to like decide which one's the biggest. But one of my pet peeves is like these people, these influencers going, there are two types of people in the world, me and you. There are two types of people in the world, like the rich like me and the poor followers like you. There are two types of people in the world. The initiators who actually initiate. Did you guys know that we initiate, for the record, because we are initiators that initiate? And who is the responders?
The losers.
The losers. The responders, they don't initiate, they respond. So
Yeah. And do you notice like the lack of content is filled in by repeat after me? Like that's what Tony Robbins says too.
I love repeat after me. Everybody repeat after me.
There's two types of people in this world. There's two types of people of this world. Like, oh my God. That's what you're paying money for.
Let me think of what I'm gonna say next while you repeat, because I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Like Tony, and I don't know if it's an NLP thing or what, but Tony always does this thing where it's like, do you want a better life? Yes or no? Yeah. Or it's if you want a better life, yes or no? Yes. If you want a better life, say I. And so everyone,
say I. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's like repeating, and so everyone feels like, hey, I want a better life. Tara's like, what the fuck? Stop.
Tara, this is the world we're in. Yes. I'm sorry to break it to you.
She's got to go to the VET today, so she's she's getting in her cuddles now.
She'll be fine, hopefully.
Oh, she's good. She's just getting her flea meds and her little shots. Her issue is traveling. She's not a travel girl. She's a stay-at-home mama. And she's fine. Once we get to the building, I let her out of the cage, like the carrier, then she's good. She's purring at the vet. They're giving her shots. She doesn't care. It's the transport that she doesn't like. Poor girl.
She'll be fine.
She'll be great.
We're both traumatized. Like, Tara can handle it.
She'll be fine. She's an initiator, so she's good.
Oh, she's not a responder?
She's not a responder, no.
Oh, she initiates, huh?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
You need to hear this now, Cam. Okay? You need to hear this now.
People move for fear of loss or want for gain. That's it. You're either in this room because you want something and you don't have it. I got more money in the bank than I deserve. And what? How? Dude, listen, my mom left when I was 2 years old. This isn't a victim story, but I want you to know, in case inside you're counting yourself out right now, you're an idiot. Listen up, okay? People with the highest threshold of pain are capable of handling the most. That's the way this works. Mom rolled out when I was 2, 5 brothers and sister. We were taught to think small. No wealthy people in our family, ever. 2 pairs of clothes growing up. This isn't a victim story. This is the facts.
Dude,
I was taught to think small. And nobody talked to me about this shit that you're doing in this room. But the day they did, and I got a little bit of that wisdom, I said, dude, it's over, man. People move for fear of loss or want for...
This guy makes Gary Vee look like a softie.
He's just very, there's no need to scream about it. I've got so much money. Chill the fuck out.
I hate when people say this isn't a victim story. It's like, you are a victim whether you identify as that or not, in that circumstance. And it's like, it doesn't make you stronger to say, I'm not a victim. It's like, you are, regardless. Like, you are. If something bad happened to you, or you're the victim of that circumstance. Okay, bye.
Yeah, like even if you have money.
Of course.
You were still left by your parents, so
it doesn't make you better. Like, I'm not saying I'm a victim. It's like, okay, well, we can say it for you, I guess.
Yeah.
You're not willing to get to that conclusion yet. I don't know.
I don't know what it is with all these gurus that they feel like they need to scream in your face. I don't understand it. Why are you screaming in my face?
For effect, because they're actually not saying anything. It's like the people who say stuff the loudest are usually saying the least. They're just like, they get attention by just the delivery itself. And I mean, what he said there was, I have a lot of money. I don't deserve it. I'm not a victim. My mom left me when I was 2. I'm not a victim. We didn't have anything. I only had 2 pairs of clothes. I'm not a victim. Then I learned about sales and now I'm rich. That's really nothing
I'm just
exciting.
curious, like, what did he do before coming on stage, like in the back, to like pump himself up like that, to have all his veins popping? Because it was just kind of a lot.
He definitely has, he's got a team smash session. So
Do you see, like in all of his pictures, like his veins are popping all the way. Like, what's going on?
I guess he goes to F45.
Did he do a bunch of push-ups, like back
Probably,
there?
honestly.
Yeah.
Don't drink water.
This is how pathetic it is. Like, you have to realize these people are going in the back, doing push-ups, coming back and yelling in your face. Like, what the hell?
They're like, yes! They did that when I went to acting camp when I was 13. It was like an away camp, and I had to do a monologue for the first time ever, and I was barely making it to these. I was not. That was my first time away from home, and I was not doing well. And they're like, okay, do this monologue. And I'm like trying so hard. I'm like fucking it up. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm like in tears, like, oh my God, I hate my life. And they're like, go run up and down the stairs 3 times and then come back and deliver the monologue. I'm like, okay. And then I go and do it. And then I come back. I'm like, so I just wanted to tell you, whatever the monologue was. And they're like, so much better. I'm like, was it? Okay. I guess. Thanks.
Was it good though?
I don't know.
Was it like dramatic and stuff?
I don't know. It was I don't even remember. I was 13, so I was like, I think I block out that whole experience because it was so hard for me to be there.
You packed it in a small little box at the back of your brain.
Yeah, basically. But no, I don't think it was good. I think they just wanted me to stop trying because it was like hard to watch at a certain point, to be honest. I had no experience acting, not 1 second of acting experience, and I had no natural raw talent. So it was just like, why am I here? I don't know how to function. I'm too young. I'm a very young 13. Yeah.
I never acted. Oh, well, you guys know. Oh, shit. I should have never shown.
You have an acting reel? Let's watch it.
No, I don't have it except for what you've already seen before.
You want to see my acting reel? Not a reel.
Oh my God!
An
you
audition.
Have a reel?
I have an audition tape. Hold on.
Yes, I want to see the audition tape.
It was my audition tape for All That.
All That?
Yeah, it's a show on Nickelodeon. It was a show on Nickelodeon.
You were auditioning for Nickelodeon?
Not really. Like,
Sorry,
they had an
I can't say
open
that word.
casting call, so it was like if you record at home, you can it's so bad. Like, don't expect this to be funny or good.
I love the straight shot. This has started very well. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably mock you through this. But,
That's okay.
You know.
It deserves mocking. But yeah, this is when I was 11 and I just moved to Florida back to Florida, and they had an open casting call for All That kids. And I was like, this is my dream. This will be me. And then I sent them this and they never called. I'm shocked.
Was that your dream?
I don't know.
Did you want to?
I feel like
as an actress?
Well, after reading Jeanette McCurdy's book about her mother and her relationship, called I'm Glad My Mom Died, I really throw into question how much of it was my dream versus hers. Not that she wanted me to be an actress, but she really wanted me to be famous and rich. So I was like, well, the only thing I'm exposed to in that way is acting on Nickelodeon. So let me do that. Because I did not gravitate towards it necessarily naturally at this stage in my life.
Yeah, I feel like at that age you would not have any idea of what you want to do. So
yeah,
it's just mostly adults telling you should be a doctor, you should be an engineer, like, you know.
Yeah, they were like, you should be a comedy actress because you're so funny looking. I was very goofy, and I still am goofy, but I was definitely goofier than back then. Okay, let me just play it. It's 4 minutes, so I'm sorry. Here we go. Sorry in advance.
My name is Kayla O'Brien, age 11. I live in Hollywood, Florida, and my phone number is 954-962-3908. How's there? I'm Samuel Wade. What can I get you? We have some beef, pork, and ham, veal, buffalo, squirrel, and gopher.
Do you serve gopher?
No, we don't serve gopher. What's the matter with you?
But you just said.
Quiet!
Look, I'll just have a cheeseburger and some onion rings.
Okay, I'll be right back with your fried gopher.
I don't want any gopher.
Me neither. I'm like totally allergic to gopher. One bite, my face starts ringing like a fish. Hey, why don't you just get you a large or a fried? Or better yet, how about just one insanely large fry, like the size of my arm? You could eat it or keep it as a pet.
I just want a cheeseburger.
Hey, we all want things. I wanted to move to Scotland.
Okay, wait. There's a Scotland joke. I just need to prep everybody before we keep going. There is a little bit of like insensitivity in this. But keep in mind, please forgive me, I was 11 years old and I thought this was fine.
Listen, I live in England at this point. I'm pretty used to them dismissing the Scots. Okay. It's all good.
It's just an accent that I portray, okay? And I just thought of it when I was like, oh shit, wait, let me preempt this. It's supposed to be a Scottish accent and it doesn't come through that way.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go back just a second so I can give myself a second to breathe. Okay.
I just want a cheeseburger.
Hey, we all want things. I wanted to move to Scotland, but you know what they said? They said, No, you can move here. This is Scotland. We don't want you anywhere near Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower's in France.
Dude, Scotland and France are pretty much the same country.
No, they're not.
They're not. No. Why are you such trouble with geography? Why?
Come on, don't cry.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sam. Would you like to try my pants?
No, I just want some food.
Look at me, I can act like a monkey. My body car.
I want to speak to the manager.
Okay. Hello, I'm the manager. May I help you?
Oh, forget it. I've lost my appetite.
Yes, appetite. Don't worry, I'll find it. Appetite. Appetite. Where are you? Appetite.
Costume change.
I'm going to be doing Penelope from the Amanda Show, and here it goes. Amanda, please. Amanda, please. I want to meet Amanda. I wonder what I'll do today. Amanda, please. Amanda, please.
Why should you be the winner of this contest?
Well, I've always wanted to be an actress since I was a little girl, and I really love all that, and I really love Nickelodeon, so I think I'd be a great addition to both.
What are your best and worst qualities?
I think my best qualities are being able to speak in front of a large audience. My worst are being able to get ready for these performances because I always wait till the last minute.
True.
What is the craziest thing that ever happened to you?
You really tried to bluff your way into this one.
I care too much. Yeah, that was my dad. That's my dad on the reading the script, by the way.
Oh my God, Kayla. What is this? You didn't even try.
This was me trying, Cam. This was me trying really hard.
This was you mocking the role.
No.
I imagine them just turning this on and they're like, well, our script is stupid. Let's throw it in the bin.
If only I'd run down the street first before doing this.
I like how this is completely unedited.
I know.
Did your parents just send it like this?
Yes. This is the one they sent. I don't know if they ever sent it because I never heard anything back. So maybe they never sent it for my own sake, but
I don't think they sent it. Sorry to break it to you. That's why you didn't make it. Because you're so talented. Like,
would I have made it if they had seen it?
You would have been picked in no time, and just they didn't send it.
Hold on. This needs something. Hold on. Wait. Everyone, give me a moment. I didn't make the cut, guys. And Cam is saying that it's because I'm not talented.
Your acting skills are
good.
Yeah.
Now imagine 2 years from this point in the future. So this is where I was at 11 and then did nothing. And then 2 years later was like, I'm going to go to acting camp. And thankfully, I got to go. And I was like, I'm going to learn how to be an actor. But apparently you needed to already know how to act because all of the classes were like, all right, whip it out. I'm like, what? I thought I was learning that here.
Did you not whip this out and go like, let me put on my Scottish accent, my New York City accent?
Nope.
This is hilarious. I cannot believe your parents did this to you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You deserve better.
How dare you? I don't know what the rest of it is. It's like me answering questions, I guess. I don't know what this part is.
We had to explain everything, and we did get our eggs at the end.
Oh yeah, that's just the questions. We did get our eggs at the end.
Yeah.
I told a fake story.
I saw some bad kid actors because I did work for a feature film and I was there with just like the director, like in casting and auditions and stuff.
That's
and
cool.
I saw some bad acting kids.
Aww.
Nothing like this.
Everyone tell Cam how good of an actress I am, okay?
I am not someone who fails.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, but
I'm not someone who fails. Except for
I
this
just
time.
feel like you were mocking the role. You're like going in front of the camera and you're like, this is dumb. Let me just show them how dumb I think this is.
That was me thinking like, this is my really great interpretive take on this character.
No.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I think they saw that they would be fully insulted and they would be like throwing the script in the air. What is this? I need to talk to the producer.
The issue is that my mom would tell me like, yes, good, this is great, do it like that, it's really funny. And I'm like, okay, if my mom says it's funny,
was making fun of you.
yeah, probably. No, for real, honestly, she'd probably like, let me destroy this kid's entire hopes and dreams real quick. Unless she really thinks like anything I do is funny. I don't know.
Well, it's funny, but it's like funny because
embarrassing.
You're like, it's like a stand-up. No, it's kind of like a stand-up about the role. It's like, do you guys want to hear about this terrible, shitty role that somebody sent?
It was
and
all
that's
that.
kind of how it sounds like. It sounds like you were doing a stand-up about it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm with your mom that it's funny, but I just don't think it's the role at all.
Well, the monologue they sent was from all that, so it was like it was supposed to be. Well, it was two people, so it was a dialogue because my dad was like the off-camera one, but it was supposed to be like a slapstick, like dumb thing, and so it was their material.
Oh,
so you just had to deliver the material the way that you thought it was funny.
They wanted this.
They wanted that. Yeah, that's what they wanted. I just didn't deliver it the way that I should have.
Stop. Like, you can't have wanted that.
I tried, okay. Yeah. And oh my God. I think the only way I can really deliver anything is like this, where I'm talking normally. Because even with my like YouTube videos, when I'm like, even on this channel, when I'm sort of like trying to read a script, it's so inauthentic and sounds like absolute dog shit. So it's like, it must just be like, this is my only way forward, because I've tried. I went to college for broadcasting and I still can't like stop talking like, and then the next dog jumped over the fence. Like it sounds like so bad.
Yeah, I tried to do this with scripting and it's not for everybody. We don't all have the same skills apparently, even though these gurus tell you that you can do anything, you can't. Just so you know, you guys.
Find your strength in life.
Yeah. No.
Do you want okay.
Corporate world.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the corporate world does not sound so bad after all.
Yeah. There's a reason why people don't make it in Hollywood. And here's why. I have one more video. It's not we don't have to watch the whole thing, obviously, but it's me pretending to be interviewed by Oprah.
Oh my God.
See that one?
Wait, you were an Oprah fan?
Yeah, I was an Oprah fan. There I am.
Ooh.
Talking about something. I just had like, I was older than I was like, I thought I was mature, but in reality I was like, I was parentified, as they say, like your parent like makes you like the like older than you are because they're like bored, they don't have a partner, so they're like, okay, let me make you my partner. Like that's what I think was going on. So I was able to speak very clearly because I was just speaking to my mom all the time about like her life and her issues. So when I went to like 6th grade, I could speak very well, and so people misinterpreted that as like smartness, which I don't think it actually was. I think it was like a sign of problematic behavior. Thank you, JLB Nerdy. It says, I'd cast you, Kia. Thank you. That's important to know because
I am not someone who fails.
So I appreciate that. And also, my fee is $1 zillion because
your girl is a bougie bitch.
Who said this?
Rachel.
Oh my God, that's still her?
Yeah. Your girl is a bougie bitch.
Okay.
Are you Rachel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll play it just for a quick sec. I don't even know what I say in this, so it could be problematic. No, I don't think so, hopefully. It's about
Cancel her. Hashtag Kia is canceled.
Kia is canceled, but only the 11-year-old version of herself.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Started with the slaves and it ended at the.
What is going on? I need subtitles.
The first thing I say, it started with the slaves. Okay. Let's skip ahead. It's about ancient Egypt, but apparently it's not even true. Okay, sorry.
Well, we had a daily ritual when we used to go to the temple, and we'd feed the god or goddess food, water. We give them clothing. We give them perfume. We give them anything they could do in their afterlife.
Okay. What god did you worship?
I worship Orbis, and he was a star in the sky, and
I worship Orbis.
He was just dependent on where we lived. Our priestess and priest believed that he was the god.
What kind of entertainment was there in ancient Egypt?
Well, there was lots of entertainment, but mostly music, and there were some festivals, lots of festivals, but there was one that was so good.
That's it.
What? Was this you trying to be serious?
Yes.
This is so funny. Like, you could not do serious if you tried. Like,
I tried to be a very deep person, okay?
oh yeah, totally came across as that. So what was this going to be for Oprah? Were you going to go on Oprah and pretend like you had the rags to riches story?
No, so the boy that was asking me questions, he was Oprah, and I was explaining as a guest. I was an ancient Egyptian that was explaining my life story to Oprah. So I was like,
yes.
Oprah's like, what's the entertainment like? And I was like, oh, there's many festivals. Love it there.
Oh God.
Anyways.
That is so funny. Yeah, I'm so glad you didn't go to Hollywood.
How dare you?
Just for your own sake.
But I made it on YouTube, sort of. I didn't make it on
Exactly.
YouTube, but I made myself on YouTube.
I have also made myself on YouTube, just not quite made it yet.
Yes.
It
Well,
is
that's
still a lot.
basically. Sorry, that's basically the videos I have provided today.
Well, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
I am grateful. I'm very grateful.
You seem grateful. You seem like you really enjoyed
I'm
it.
just doing my nails.
Oh, okay. You seem really invested. Oh man.
Yeah. So that was.
What? Sorry. What?
Yes. See, me being brutal. Yeah, this is exactly what my ex said about me. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is my true self. You guys are getting an authentic version.
Yeah.
Fantastic parenting.
Good job.
Oh
Being a
yeah.
dick.
Cam, you're just,
Being a dick.
you know.
I know. I'm so sorry. I just
What the
have no
heck?
problem.
What the heck?
If you want people to like encourage you in your dreams, you should go to that guy being like screaming at you. If you want someone to ruin your dreams, I'm your girl. I'm up for it any day, anytime.
Any
I'm
place.
here to just destroy your biggest fantasies.
I do think that. Did you read that book yet? The Jeanette McCurdy book. The I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Oh, I didn't read the book, but I have watched
The interviews about her.
interviews. Yeah.
I read it. I loved it. I felt very much affected by it, or validated by it. And I already knew, this is, reading the book is not my first understanding about my mom and my relationship, but a lot of my childhood is taped like this. Excuse me, not this video. Like it is like a lot of stuff. My mom would make me perform a lot on camera for things. Like I'd read poems and I would read speeches, and there was always like cameras and recording and stuff. And I think I got good at it because I was doing it so much. But I really, and this is something I'm working on in therapy, is like, what do I actually like to do without my mom's like pushing or influence? And that's such a hard question to answer. And so it's like Jeanette McCurdy in a lot of ways, but she was good at acting and successful at it. I was not good at acting or successful at it. But I kept like trying to figure out something to do that would be in the same vein of that. And I'm still doing that, like literally as we speak. But I'm like, is this even what I like? I mean, part of me is like, yeah, I do. But then part of me is like, what else
just
do I
don't
like?
Don't open that can of worms.
Ever?
Never. If I could do nothing, that would be my absolute dream. I want to lead a life of hedonism.
Yeah.
Just do nothing, enjoy myself. That's it.
Okay.
That would be the absolute. That's the dream, not like what should I do for work?
Yeah. How do you spend
Because
your
there
time?
is no way work is a dream for me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, I guess like animals would be something, like working with animals in some capacity, like elephants or manatees. But like everyone says that, like, of course I would work with animals. Like that would be great. Like every child says that. I'm like, is that what I really want?
Have you seen Tiger King?
Yeah, I'm gonna be Tiger Queen.
You don't want to work with animals, trust me. That's just a bad idea.
But like rescuing them or like taking them to like a sanctuary or something.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. And
you
like
can do that without being paid. Oh, you want to be paid?
I don't know. I don't want to be
that's
paid.
a
I don't want to ever exchange money for goods, but here we are. Like
You need
the
goods.
Yeah, I need the goods. It's like, it's a very privileged perspective to have, because it's like, I don't want to, whatever, but that's because I'm fed and I'm full and have a house over my head. Like, it's much different if I was hungry. You might start changing your tune, because like, it's easy to go, I don't need anything when you're full and satisfied and comfortable.
Yeah.
So I realized that, and I'm like, okay, I need to, stop saying that. But it's truly how I feel. But I also understand that's because I don't need anything right now. I don't have
But you're
big
also
dreams.
good at this, at what you're doing now. So it's not just like it was when you were a child. Right now.
What the heck?
Oh, I love that sound.
That's what I say to you, Cam. Sorry. Go
So,
on.
Yes. Now you're good at it. It's a different can of worms.
Yeah.
Look, I think I don't relate because I am somewhat, I think undiagnosed ADHD. So I like a lot of things and then I get bored of them within a couple of years, and I've changed like 5 careers.
A couple of years is pretty good, I think.
Well, I stayed in the last one for 6. So
it's a long time,
but at this point I have zero interest in it. So I'm like, where did that go? What is it? So I don't relate to the idea of like just doing one thing, because like I never did one thing. I was always just disorganized as fuck, and just organized but disorganized. I don't know how to explain it, because I'm not disorganized, but like it seems like I'm chaotic, but I'm not.
Yeah. That you think. I think you're a chaotic bitch. I'm just kidding.
Well, you and everyone who's ever hired me.
Joking.
Mic drop, homie.
Mic drop, homie.
But I think this
No, I don't think
ADHD thing is like a very interesting thing, and I see it a lot with like the men I've seen, because they did the same career forever. And I was just there being like, how can you do this every day?
Well, that's
of your
why I
life?
wanted to do news, because I was like, every day's different. Like every report that you go on could be a murder one day. It could be a new opening of a factory one day. Like that was exciting. I don't think I have ADD, but that's why I wanted that job specifically. Once I decided like, okay, it's in the vein of performance, which is what I desire, you know, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that was what I thought. And then like, okay, but it's different every day. So I'm not locked into one thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But then you realize like, oh no, the industry's toxic for that reason, that it's all crazy, and the stuff you see and the people you're with and the alcoholism that's rampant and, you know, in that industry, not so great. So when you're actually in it, you're like, ooh, this is not healthy necessarily for me. But
yeah, same.
Yeah, I think when I was growing up, it was chaotic, and it was like I was always moving and going everywhere and doing different things and moving schools, and my dad was there, my dad wasn't there, my mom was crazy, you know. So like I think I held on so deeply to like, you know, like TV production, acting was like the one thing that was constant in my mind, at least. Not that I was doing it necessarily, but in my mind I was like, this dream is consistent, I can keep that. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't even know if it's my dream, and I'm like starting to have some existential crisis.
Oh
coming
yeah,
on.
it's just the time is ripe for an existential crisis as you are early 30s. So
true.
yeah, that could be it. I mean, I've had like a couple every time I've changed career. So but you know, there's nothing wrong with like, I just think that over time we change as people, and we realize not just that we changed, but we start to notice things a bit more like clearly. Because when you're 18, 19, 20, like what do you really know about the world? Like you have no idea how the corporate world is. You don't have no idea how the freelance world is. You just, you know, you really don't know. You hope and you think you know because you think you're smart at that age. But like you have no idea really. And then I think this was what happened with me in TV, because I was like completely unaware of how the industry worked, and I went and I somehow made it work. But then once I was like really in the thick of it after 6 years, I was like, this is not sustainable. And 6 years and the pandemic, which is slightly unexpected.
Yeah, slightly.
But
that's when I left the industry too.
Yeah, but I think now I'm just like a bit more like, oh wait, it doesn't have to be like that, and it doesn't have to be this like constant chaos, and it doesn't have to be this, you know, unstable, just ass kissing thing. So I would have never known had I not been in that industry. Like this is not exactly the kind of thing they tell you about it. It's just everyone tells you it's amazing and it's great.
People told me that there's no money. They're like, oh, you're gonna be suffering. I was like, I suffer already. It's fine. And then like, I went into it.
That's my expertise, suffering.
And then I started it. I was like, actually, they were right. This is more suffering than I'm signed up for. Thank you, Mai. Mai says bookshelf
Thanks,
update.
Mai.
I get a new book.
No, same. I haven't even read these. Oh, what am I talking about? See, you guys, I just downplay things all the time to the point where I think some people think I'm a complete idiot. But, you know, hold on.
Okay, back to shit talking Cam. Okay, she's such a oh, hi Cam.
Yes.
She's such a
I was just doing my nails, and now I have to put this in my hair. Okay, so 12 rules for life.
Are you done?
Making very slow progress.
Oh,
here, but I'm getting distracted because he's got so many controversial things online.
Yeah.
And since I started looking into him, more and more are popping up. No, well, I don't hate him. I don't hate him. It's just that I don't agree with him on a lot of things. But he's definitely someone that for some reason makes me listen. Like I'm listening to him. I'm paying attention while, you know, I don't really pay attention with other people. I'm just mostly there to criticize. But with him, I'm like paying attention. But I disagree fundamentally with like a vast number of things he said. So
the one thing I'll say, and like I said, once again, I have not watched him in the last couple of years, like in a real sense of like, okay, let me go see what this guy's talking about. I've only heard through other people what he's talking about. So I don't like to make judgment calls based on that. But H3 did a video about him, and I usually like am pretty on well, not always, but I think like H3, what they talk about for the most part, I tend to agree with, like, you know, what their stance is. But Ethan was like played a clip from him, and I was like, I sort of am agreeing with Jordan on this one, where he was talking about, and there was only a short part of the clip, so I don't know the full context, but it was about like how men like are the ones who do the line worker jobs. Like they build construction, they do these certain things that are like heavy manual labor, and the way that people talk about men, how they should just like disappear and die, like they're really helpful in the community. And I was like, you know what, that's true. And if you were to, and I always try to think like, if we were to say women, if we were just to replace man with woman, would everyone be up in arms about what they're saying? And if the answer is yes, then it's not really fair to put that on men, you know, necessarily. So if we were to say all women teachers, like women should just go away. Oh my God, they're teachers. Who cares? Like, they're mothers, whatever. Like, I think it's sort of hypocritical to do the same thing about men. Like, oh, men just do construction. Who cares? So in that one specific case, I was like, yeah, I'm with Jordan, and even against the people who I like.
Wait, is that what he was saying? H3? Like, who cares if men do construction? Like,
yeah,
we live
basically.
in these things. What do you mean, who cares? I care. I would be, where would I live?
I'll find it.
Somebody needs to build my place.
Sorry. Well, he was saying like that, who cares? Like, men are horrible. And I mean, obviously Ethan's a man, but like, I think that's kind of like okay to say now, where it's like, oh, fuck men, which you know, to a point I can like, we can joke about it. But if we're not allowed to say fuck women, then it's not really fair, I think. But maybe I'm being...
I know I don't like this like divisive discourse. Like, I mean, yes, I'm sure that you guys are gonna find clips of me just like being a bitch about men, but I mostly talk about dating when I do that. But I just, you know, no. That's not okay to be like, why we need houses, but who would build them for me?
Yeah,
it wouldn't have men. I'm so sorry.
Like, women can, of course, but do they?
Sure.
You know, it's the same thing with like men could be teachers too, but like predominantly women are in that profession, like in, you know, elementary ed or whatever. So it's like, yes, of course, no one's saying that they can't do those things. They're just like, the reality of the statistics are like men more do construction. Therefore, should we not care about that? Like, I don't know. I think this is it.
Like, he has these kind of moments.
He needs help.
Yeah.
He is not doing.
I think it's from the beginning. It was like, let me find it. Sorry, there's like they do him a lot, and they might have deleted it, but let's see. And there's videos about this video where it's like, people are like, this is not okay. Let's see.
Psychobabble. What matters? Children.
Sexual desire of any sort.
What matter makes children come?
I have the great luxury of...
You'll think he's like...
That guy? Thank you. Yeah, the whole thing is just incredible.
A DILF?
Yeah, I think this is it.
Okay.
What was it that I said?
Dust.
Yeah, here we go.
Matter isn't dead. Dust. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. Matter is what matters. There's a definition.
Dude, he's reverted to a 13-year-old and I'm deep shit. Jordan Peterson, great thinker of all time, just said matter matters.
I don't know
what is matter.
I don't know what dust is.
I think that might...
Okay, this is not it. Sorry. But that's like kind of like the whole vibe of it.
Between,
like, we hate him,
H3 and Jordan Peterson, I'm sorry, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna kind of trust Peterson a bit. I just feel like and I also got really I saw. Oh, you guys, did I tell you this? I watched "Don't Worry, Darling"
by
Olivia Wilde. Yeah. So
How was
apparently
it?
the character in "Don't Worry, Darling," the villain was based on pseudo-intellectual incel king Jordan Peterson.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but that is a fuckload of insults. Like, I just, while I disagree with him, like calling him a pseudo-intellectual, he's a professor. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
he's definitely accomplished, you know, whether you agree with his beliefs or not. Like he's, you know, he has a legitimate academic background, so
Yeah, he's
yeah.
not pseudo-intellectual. And for him to, I had this conversation with someone recently, for him to be called as like incel king because he's a psychologist whose job is to help people
Yeah.
who are broken, and if his audience is men, and if some of his audience are incels, then he will help incels. Like, I'm like, what? Doctors help people who are sick. Psychologists help people who are mentally sick. Or
Yeah,
mentally ill.
I agree.
Like, obviously, that's who will be the audience that is most attracted to his message, because he's talking about things that they need to know.
Sure.
And it's like, I don't know. I found it very. And the movie was bad. The movie was so bad. Like, oh my God.
I want to watch it. What do you think about Olivia Wilde? Do you have an opinion on her?
Well, so far, what I think is she's not great as a director, but I sort of got this movie. It was 2 hours long. The first hour, they just simply did not need to be there. Like, they could have just skipped through. They could have made like a summary for 5 minutes and we would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But it was just, it took an hour to get into the movie. And I was like, fucking hell, okay. And then the second part was that there were some bizarre things. I think she tried to do a few things in the movie, and she should have just stuck to trying to do one instead of trying to do multiples. She's just trying to play on like feminism, but she was also doing this thing about living in a simulation. It's like
too much at once.
You gotta just pick one, because you lose focus a little bit. And also it was very slow, very difficult to just kind of keep interested in it, because
we went off stream for a second because they
copyright claimed us.
How could they do? It's a trailer with no audio.
They are good at this. How? So we're back.
Wait, are we back? Wait, no, they're still there. So basically, what happens when this happens, because it's happened to me before, it'll just say policy violation suspended, and then if you wait, then it'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, let's wait.
Usually I just put the sad music on and cry.
I'm just doing my nails.
What time is it? It's 12:20. Well, we gotta go. I gotta go soon anyways, get Kitty ready for the doctor.
Yeah, I also have to go. It's 5:30 here almost. So let's see if it comes back.
Okay, it should. Even the ones that, like, even when Dave Ramsey shut me down like 6 times, it came back.
Oh my God. Just, Jesus.
Clear. I want to throw up. Hold on.
Are people back?
I don't know. Usually they'll be like, "We're here." I'll sing a song. We're on a break. Because Olivia Wilde just wanted to hate. She thinks we're talking shit about her and her boyfriend, Harry Styles, that's his name. And he was in a band called One Direction. And now he is an actor in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
And Jason Sudeikis sent the papers and she got them on stage. Don't worry, darling. Don't worry.
I am so bad at doing my nails. You should see the disaster.
I was like, this empty stream still has more viewers than Rachel.
What do you mean empty?
Well, because it's like, it just says blank screen.
Oh no!
It's back? We're back!
We're back! We have returned! Hello!
We're here. We're not crying this time. Because we're almost at the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
We figured if we stayed long enough, they'd put us back on.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for a woman festing. It really made a difference. Yeah. Am I the only hippie?
Am I the only hippie?
I don't give a fuck.
I do not give a fuck.
I'm gonna misquote it.
I'm probably gonna misquote it.
Okay.
And plagiarize it.
Well, thanks for waiting. Now we're going to be gone.
Thanks for waiting. Bye.
I don't know why it does that. I guess because we shared a trailer that's literally on YouTube right now.
I know, but isn't... It's not Netflix, is it? What is it?
It's Warner Brothers. But it's on the Warner Brothers fucking YouTube page. Like, I feel like there should be an
Warner Brothers
exception.
suck.
There should be an exception if you're playing it
hate
from
Warner
YouTube.
Brothers.
Yeah. Warner Bros. More like warn a sister. Oops. About
More
how
like-
bad Warner Bros. Is. Come here. Warn a sister. Come on. Now, even Taro's upset. She's like, ugh. Piracy violation.
The only feminist, yes. Olivia Wilde's idea of feminism ends with like murdering men. So I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. I still want men alive. I am still heterosexual.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
you know.
Yeah, I do too. I think this. Not a hot take. I think definitely people, women and people of any group that they decide to associate with or are automatically associated with deserve to feel like they have a place here and, whatever place that is, like at the top, in the middle, whatever, just a seat at the table. I don't know if any of this makes sense. Seat at the table. But I do have problems with people who are like, and groups that are like, the only way that, we can be up is if everyone else is down. And I get it to a point, but at a certain point, it's like, okay, so what? We're fighting for supremacy, or are we fighting for like equality? I don't know. That's where I come in. It's like, I don't know how to feel about any of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't want anything extreme. Please just...
Yeah, the extremeness is
I just
the problem.
want the same money as a man.
Yeah.
I just want to make the same money
Equality.
as a white middle-class English man.
Yeah, with no
That's it.
talent or drive.
I'm not even going... None of them.
We just want that.
That is easy.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I'm not even going for aristocrats here. I just want middle class. That's it.
Yeah. And I think sometimes I feel like it's almost planted. Like some people take these extreme approaches just to get attention, and it's not even what the movement's about or what the group is about necessarily, or the intentions. And I hate that. I don't like that, because that's what of course gets the most attention always, and that's a media
course.
problem. So
Yeah, and I've had people tell me this, like mostly dudes, that they don't agree with this new age feminism. And every time I have to say, like, I've asked, like, what do you
What does
mean
that
by
mean?
new age?
What do you mean
like,
by
what
that?
is this new age thing? Because, like, feminism, in my opinion, it's always been the same thing. It's never
changed.
We've
recently.
never gotten to fix all the issues, so we're still working on loads. But yeah, no, just I think there's definitely like, but this is with everything. There's always some, someone who has a bad take. It will always go viral on TikTok or like
Yeah.
whatever, and then that would be me listening to somebody explaining they don't like new age feminism, and me just getting more and more drunk, because otherwise how am I going to survive that conversation?
Yeah. Well, I will say, like, the one take I have seen in regards to, and I don't know what that guy meant by it, but like new age, meaning like the spirituality new age, if that's what he meant, like there definitely is a group of women online that are selling business courses like through their pussy, is what they'll say, like create six-figure. Okay, this is getting into the weeds a little bit. I literally saw yesterday, this woman has a mastermind course, like a container, right? So you join the group. I cannot, okay, this is probably going to get us banned for sure. Do you want to guess the most offensive thing that you could think of as a name for this course? Like this group or whatever, this mastermind.
Oh my God, the C word?
No, it has an F word in it, but think of the word before that might be offensive to people.
Oh, I don't know.
And it's supposed to be about feminism. At least that's their definition. It's called God Fucks. And that's who you're supposed to join to learn how to become a businesswoman. And she's got like a bikini on selling this. I'm like, what is this? I don't even know what this. It's for other women too. I'm like, I'm so confused what the message is here. So maybe that's what the guy was talking about.
At this point, I think we could be selling people courses on how to business.
Definitely.
Be like, listen, guys, buy our course. Fuck everybody. It's called just fuck everybody, scam everybody, and you'll be rich. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you. I'll show you one.
Jesus. That is so extreme. What is this? I don't think that's what he meant, though.
Yeah,
But
you never know. You're like, please clarify what you're talking about, because I have a lot of knowledge about. Okay, hold on. I'll show you one. I posted this on my Instagram, so if you've already seen it, then you won't be excited about it. But this is one person. There's just a song playing, so I won't play it, but basically it's like there's a multi-six-figure, hold on, can I just zoom it in? No. There you go. There's a multi-six-figure business in your body right now, truly now, not in 10 years after you healed or when you get 7 more credentials or when you have more money to invest. The difference between women who fantasize and women, kitty, and women who receive it is, oh my God, thank you. It is one woman stops at the now what part and the other one forges ahead. Okay, that's the message, right? Here's the video she posted to go alongside this.
What the hell is going on?
So this is supposed to be your feminine biz owner. This is for other feminine biz owners. Yeah, this is not even just her. This is a trend that she's jumping on.
Why aren't they doing this on OnlyFans? Like, I just
It's not even for
that's
men.
the
It's
best
for other
platform for
women.
it.
It's for other women to go.
There's women on OnlyFans.
I know, you're right. But it's not for like sexual gratification. It's for like, be me. It's like a very
sorry,
me
silly
thing.
me. I thought this was going in a different direction. I thought this was a corn movie.
Nope. This is a business ad.
Sorry, but I feel like even corn starts with more clothes on.
Yeah, and she calls
They
herself.
start by being dressed up first, and then they move into taking their clothes off, and she just starts right, like.
Yeah, she's she shaman.
She shaman, but she got 60 likes on that. Like, how many
Yeah.
people could have possibly bought it? Like,
I don't know. Here's a new one.
who's this guy?
It's her boyfriend, I think.
Oh my God.
And they make out.
I want a man like that who would I would just do the craziest things, and he would be like, "Yes, I love you anyway," because like that is so sweet of him to accept her as she is.
Oh, come on. No, I want my man to be like, "Are you okay? Do you need assistance?"
That was.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Here's
that?
one. I was like, I feel like I'm like a peeping Tom hiding behind this rock. Because this is the entire video. They kept the audio on for no reason. And they're just making out. That's the video.
That's it?
Yeah.
They're just making out?
Yeah, that's it. She's self-aware though, because this one came out yesterday. So it says, yesterday, the trolls of the internets, there's multiple internets apparently. The trolls of the internets informed me that I'm a narcissistic, pillow-humping, problematic money coach. Like,
Well, how wrong they were.
How wrong they were.
Proved us wrong.
I'm a
By kissing your
narcissistic
boyfriend in the river.
Yeah. I'm a narcissistic, pillow-humping, problematic finance coach, bitch. I don't know.
Oh, excuse us. We
Says-
misunderstood from the lack of clothes and the pillow humping.
This is what she says. So this is what she claims to make. Your fear in marketing is making your sales impotent. And why giving less of a fuck is gonna make you wealthier. Okay, so FUXK. This is her God fucks course. Here's the thing. Unless people are in your paid spaces, they're never gonna fully understand the depth of your work. And trying to convince them in your marketing is making your marketing very, very dull. Yesterday, I lost 20 followers and crossed the 20K in cash sales mark for October.
Ah, sure, 100%
Yeah.
true. I think it's so true, you guys.
This person says, there are so many faces of you, and I, for one, just adore your pillow hump.
Well, I'm a fan too at this point.
I'm a fan. I've
I've never met a financial advisor who humps pillows on the internet, but there's a first for everything.
Do you want to become a she shaman application? That's how shamans work, right? You apply
Yeah,
on
of
your
course.
link tree.
And you pay some money.
She Shaman, 3-month one-on-one magical container. Didn't I tell you container? She Shaman is for the woman yearning to reactivate and remember her divine feminine nature. How much do you think? Think it'll say?
Oh my God, how much is it?
I don't know. It's 3 months, so I'll say,
Oh.
good job. Good business.
Zero. No
God
money.
damn it.
I
Dumb,
made
dumb.
zero money yesterday from this website.
Yeah, for real. Okay, let's see. Masterclass. Okay, there's a lot of master classes. Oh my gosh. Love Magnet.
She's got a lot to teach, huh?
She does. Trio. Dream come true. Drizzle. Heaven on earth. Huh? Love Magnet. Magic. Rapunzel. Masterclass. R.I.P. Rapunzel. Soft Woman. Heaven on earth. Okay, I'm just going to pick a random one. I'll pick the one at the top. Clear Bliss Masterclass. Let's see. 111. It's only 75 minutes for $100.
Mistake number one is she didn't have a 7 at the end.
Ugh.
Like, I can't take her seriously with that
Ugh,
one.
Dummy.
Ugh. Okay, well, this was a good way to
And yeah,
this
is God.
Like, get me riled up for the evening.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello, boyfriend.
Boyfriend or her? I think it's her, maybe. I don't know.
That's her. Oh, maybe they look the same.
Where are the prices? God. Okay, wait. Sorry. I'm just going to see. God pleasure. But she calls it God fucks on her other thing, I think. If I'm not mistaken. This is the same person.
I did Google
Only
it, censor her.
$1,500.
Jesus.
That's it.
Oh my God.
Cheap. Low price. So she must have gotten 20 people to sign up for this or less. Like 15. I'm just kidding. I think that's all bullshit.
So. If she got one person, I would be like impressed.
Yeah. That one who's like, yeah, I like your pillow humping. I'm down.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wow. That is wild. That is wild.
This stuff's going on, you guys. you pals, you sweethearts.
I could never get away with that. I mocked somebody on the stories a while ago, maybe like 2 months ago, in English, a language that my dad does not speak. And I sometimes post things like on Instagram. By the way, guys, if you don't follow me, unfollow me. But like, sometimes I post these things and go like, oh my God, like, you know, just pretending to be an influencer and pretending like I have something valuable to say.
Yep.
And my dad saw that and he called me, told me to take it down. He does not understand English, you guys.
He's like, I can tell by your tone.
This is embarrassing.
Oh. And you're like, no, I'm good.
So, well, I mean, it was a story, so I think it was gone by that point.
I just did, Dad. Yeah.
But I just imagine showing him that pillow humping situation.
Yeah. Thankfully, my parents don't. Well, my mom's on it, but I blocked her and everything, and my dad doesn't know how to use a computer, so I'm good because I would never
I'm
be able to
32.
handle it.
Like, I was like, Dad,
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
32.
Doesn't matter. They feel
You're gonna tell
entitled
me
completely.
to take my story down?
So
Didn't
you'll
you
never get a
understand?
job like from one story. You see what this girl's doing? She's humping pillows and she's making buku bucks apparently.
1,500. That's like
Times have
making me
changed.
angry though.
That's
I
kind
want
of
to-
lower than some other
I want
ones.
to release a course, and it
Mhm.
will be 1597,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be humping something. I will find something to hump, and you guys can purchase it.
Good.
Next month.
I like it. You know,
This
she
has
puts
been in
herself
the
out there.
works for years. Like I worked so hard on this.
Mhm.
It's just my baby, and
Yes.
I shall release it into the world for your pleasure.
Thank you.
And
For
it's got
God's
some
pleasure.
financial advice. in
Hump the
midst of-
bookshelf. While making a recipe from the cookbook.
Exactly. And listening to self-help advice from Jordan Peterson.
I love it. Just get real confusing.
Oh yeah.
It's only fair that we make something, because I feel like that's the one thing I feel like these we as critics like can never say like in response or like defend ourselves, because it's like, well, at least I'm making something, you know, like the people who are creating from nothing, like they're not reviewing like we are reviewing, so they could always say like a good comeback for them, like, well, at least I'm making something. I'm like, you're right, I'm not making anything from scratch, you know, that's true. So it's only fair that we make something from scratch as well at some point.
Yeah, I think so. I think, and the thing is, like, no joke. I feel like we would have some stuff to actually put in there, you know, like, I don't even know what that would be at this point in time, but I just feel like there's so much fucking crap out there. Like, we do need some things that are good. And I feel like that's the things that are good. I'm getting really to the stage where I'm becoming super distrusting of everything.
Yeah.
The things that are good. Well, yeah.
You're not there yet.
But like when I think good, I think like I don't even know. Is there an influencer that posts anything good?
No. I don't know. Probably not.
Exactly.
I got totally tricked last night by this girl who was, well, I shouldn't say girl, a woman influencer who was talking about like a fan thing that she did. And then it turns out that it was a joke. And I was like, I was invested emotionally in this. And she's a pretty good actress though, I will say. She was pretty convincing. You want to see it? It's the last thing. We'll end immediately after that. It's only like a minute, I swear. Okay, and then we'll be done. Then we're done with everybody. We're done with you. We never thought about you. Hold on. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, maybe not. God damn it. Finding anything on the internet these days, I'm like, am I?
Where have you deleted your cache and cookies? Because don't do that ever.
God. Never
I know they
mind.
tell you that the government is onto you, but that's a better thing than deleting your cache and cookies. Like,
Yeah, like they're already on.
I'd rather have them take me to prison than me not being able to find Facebook.com.
Okay, wait. I found it. Okay. Do you know who Lisa Gilroy is?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, here we go. And then we're going to be done.
A blonde white woman.
Okay. This is my second attempt at making this video. I just wanted to talk about what happened last week. I opened up my DMs to my followers for like a competition to... For those of you who don't know, I opened up my DMs to my followers for like a competition where you could win a day with me on set on this new show that I'm working on and see a sneak peek of the project. So last week I took 5 of these people with me to set and it went so badly, which is embarrassing because I thought that I thought it should have been a fun time for all of us, but I think like I think sometimes people forget I'm not just like a personality or an influencer. Like, I'm a real person. And so I made the mistake of assuming that these people were going to treat me with respect, the studio with respect, the staff there with respect. And I was so wrong. Almost immediately when we got there, one of the guys drank from the chocolate river that I said was off limits. Another person brought their grandpa, even after I said guests weren't allowed, and they drank the pop that I told them not to drink, and they floated up to the ceiling. A girl turned into a blueberry.
She
Someone
ate the
completely
blueberry.
destroyed my squirrel room.
I told her not to eat the blueberry.
A guy shrank himself down like little, like TV size.
Until the part where it was like the chocolate fountain, I was like, oh, like the craft table, like they have like fountains that are like rude. But then the next one, I was like, wait, she's a very good actress.
Oh, is she an actress?
I don't know, but she was like crying in the beginning, and I was like, damn, like that's crazy. Then she's fucking telling the plot of Willy Wonka, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, is that what happened there?
Yeah, she's
I've not
joking.
seen Wonka. I've only seen like 10 minutes of it.
No. Okay, no wonder you're not reacting.
I thought this was real.
Cam, stop watching Darling movies and watch Willy Wonka immediately.
I know. I should.
The
actually.
70s version, not the
Oh.
Gene one.
Was the one with like Johnny Depp, the 70s?
No.
Oh,
Johnny Depp's like
that's the 10 minutes
would be
I
a
saw.
child. No, the other
Oh.
one, the
Okay.
original.
Sorry, I was so like there was a chocolate fountain.
Once you watch the movie, you'll understand exactly. But yeah, that
yeah.
got me. That got me pretty good, and I was like, damn. My radar was off. I was like, wow, this influencer really got fucked, and then she didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would you bring your subscribers to your work?
I know, it's like dumb idea.
You don't do that.
Yes.
Stupid idiot. No, she did a good job with that intro, I'll say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was believing it. I had no
I
doubts.
could never. Like I start recording and I start laughing. Like I've not even started talking and I'm already laughing about it. Like I could never really deliver a joke.
Well, you're not a real actress like me who was auditioning for all that. So
That's true.
you know.
That's true. That's
What can I
okay because
say?
you did the same as me. Like you were laughing all the way.
I put on my mustache. I cut a piece of the wig that I wore later to make the mustache. So
Yeah.
that's why it was very long.
Well.
All right.
Thank you guys for being here today. Should we move it to 10 a.m.? How do you feel?
Probably. That's probably good for me.
That's probably good for me too.
Okay. Let us know. We'll put a poll in the community section. And you
Yeah.
tell us.
Unless it's too early for you guys, because, you know, 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really late for me. It's like 3 p.m., so I don't have a problem. But 10 a.m., some of you might be asleep.
Yeah. Agreed.
Including Taro.
And myself. Poor Taro. I'll update everyone on Instagram about Taro's vet visit today. It'll be traumatic.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Oh no. It'll be
Really?
traumatic. Yeah, it's fine. She's always fine, but she screams, and it's like a 20-minute drive, and she's just like for 20 minutes straight. I'm like, oh my poor baby. But if I let her out, I let her out one time in the car. I'm like, maybe she doesn't like to be constrained, and then she was on the dashboard blocking my view of the driving and the windshield. I was like, I'm gonna die with both of us in here. So that
Tara's
stopped.
like, I want to drive.
She's like, I want to die. Apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you for everybody. This is great. I had so much fun.
Me too. Thank
Love
you, everyone.
this.
And you can go to sleep now at a normal hour.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going out.
Oh.
But
Well.
thank you.
Unfollow me.
Unfollow me.
Okay.
No, I'm going briefly into the town because, you know, that's what I gotta do. Up the hill, down the hill, all that stuff. I live in the
Diagon Alley.
countryside.
There you go.
So I got this is a city. Having to climb hills of like it's unreal.
Everything you show me is like, or show the internet, it's like a field and a building. I'm like, there's no one there. It's just Cam in this abandoned village.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of, I don't know. I'm dreading the hills every single day, but I gotta do it.
That's your song to like your speech is over.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Peace and light. Love and light.